greatest goddamn show in the history of the internet. This is the Dusty Smith Show, and I'm your host, Dusty Smith. That makes sense. It all tracks. How the fuck's everybody doing tonight? First show of 2022. Hell yeah. Glad to be here. Love each and every fucking one of you. Let's see what the fucking porch is saying in the chat. Dusty Step. Hell yeah. Gotta make some new music in 2022. I know you guys are sick of hearing the same old bullshit. I was thinking about actually adding words, sort of like words to my songs and re-releasing them. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Hit the like button, fuckos. Do it. What's wrong with you? Why have you not hit the like button yet? It's the least you can do. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, you guys too. Love this shit out of you. Rocking the checkered shirt. I gotta get me some new shirts. I'm gonna add some new shirts to my Amazon wish list. Been wearing the same 4 fucking shirts every goddamn show. Gotta do better in the new year. Playing Far Cry 6 while watching. I've been thinking about getting Far Cry 6. I'm still playing New World. You gotta get on that shit. What's up, New Zealand? Good to see you tonight. We made it one more year. Folks, I'm actually thinking. Now, I know this is gonna sound crazy. No promises. Wednesday shows. What do you guys think about a third show on Wednesday? Might happen. Might decide to do 90-minute shows, 3 shows a week, instead of just 2 shows. Step my fucking game up. It's about time, folks. I need to do something. I need to kick this shit into high gear. This shit is just not as popular as it should be. I don't know. It's a good show. Should be more popular, and yet it's not. So, hopefully we can fix that in the new year. Fuck yes, do it. Do it. Do it. Got hairy legs? Aaron Simpson? Sure, me too. Yes, 3 shows. Fuck you. You fucking rock. You do. Dusty is thinking. I know. Maybe I'll have beginner's luck. More Dusty's always good. Fuck yeah. 2022, folks. I have been kind of slacking the last couple weeks on doing 2 shows a week. So we're going to kick it up in high gear the rest of this fucking year. I've actually been thinking about dating again. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see what happens. I'm so jilted about fucking dating. I don't know, folks. Thinking about it, though. I'll have to start working out again, though, and get in shape again, and that's terrible. Lifting heavy things sucks. So I don't know. We'll see. But maybe I'll start dating again. I don't know. Maybe I'll just get on that sugar daddy website and just pay somebody to go out with me. That's how sad my life is. Yep. You the boss, Dusty. Do what you need to. Hell yeah, you know. All right, folks. As always, if you guys want to support the show, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Patreon.com/Codcast. We lost about $100 a month and 12 patrons over the last week, which is my fault. That's always my fault. When something goes wrong, I just try to take full responsibility for it, because ultimately the buck stops at me. I have not been doing as well as I should have been doing. I haven't been doing 2 shows a week like I normally do, and some people note the fuck out, and so my bad. But if you guys like the show and you want to reward me for all the hard work I'm putting to do the show, and you guys want to see a Wednesday show, please consider chipping in $1 or $2 a month. That's all it takes. It all adds up, and we do a lot of good work here. You saw the cats behind me at the Human Society of Misfit Homosexuality, and be cool if you guys helped out. I'd very much appreciate it. There's a link in the description of the video, so no excuses. And also, Super Chats! The lifeblood of the show is the Super Chats. I don't dodge any questions. I answer all of them, and you can immortalize yourself forever and ever and ever. Amen. Super Chats. And Smoking Bass got the Rona? No! You'll find out tomorrow. Well, Godspeed. Hopefully you're okay. Have you thought about horse paste? I hear that's good. Just kidding. And Danny Nerdic, $20 is very generous. Thank you, Danny. Says, hey, Dusty. And Assorted Dust Fam, I got the Rona. No one got the Rona? What's wrong with you sick motherfuckers? God damn it. Found out today who wants me back in tomorrow. I work in a restaurant. Fuck my life. Yeah, that's bad. Are you vaccinated, hopefully? You'll probably be all right if you're vaccinated. That's the good thing. But good to see you tonight, Danny. Hope both of you guys feel better, because that is ass. How's your sister? Sister's okay so far. Like I said before, she had a football-sized tumor removed from her uterus. That can't be good. That's never good. So, still checking on it. Hopefully she'll be all right. Dusty rules. How can I rule when you rule? Dusty is the cat lady. I definitely am. I'm a fucking cat lady. Hey. I'm on the air, guys. Settle the fuck down, all right? Katana and if you can see Katana and Mr. Halfstash over here. Oh, Mr. Halfstash moved as soon as I moved the fuck camera. All right, way to poke me out, Mr. Halfstash. Thank you. Because Mr. Pretty Boy Says, oh, is it time for the kitty party? No, it's not time for the kitty party yet, guys. Not time for the kitty party yet. We'll do the kitty party after the show. Now they're all flocking around thinking they're going to get something. You guys are parasites. You know that? Fucking parasites. All right. Anyway. Cat food. Thank you, Gary Stillman. Appreciate it. Cat food's always good. Can use it. Going to do an unboxing on the next show. So people send me a couple bags of cat foods. That's very helpful. Appreciate that. What else you guys saying? What are the poor saying over here? Football size. That's hyperbolic. I don't know. I didn't see it. That's what she said. What the fuck do I know? I'm not a surgeon. I wasn't there. Please don't spread misinformation. You are still vaccinated without the booster. Okay. I didn't spread any misinformation. Kitties. All right. Dusty got the Rona. I ain't got no Rona. But I am a hermit, so that helps a lot. I don't go out much. Stay to my fucking self. Don't bother nobody. Yeah, bad when Cult of Dusty act like it's getting Rona. It's going around everywhere. The fucking Omicron, Persei 8, or what the fuck it's called. Blaze it! It's that half stash I see. Hell yeah. You got Pretty Boy behind me right now. Pretty Boy just staring at me. He's like, food daddy. Oh, I see half stash over here too. Yeah, that's half stash. Got all the kiddies. All right, let's go ahead and kick the show off, folks. Why not? Got a pretty good show. Going to start off with a little Chud Watch. Got a hero section. I put Jake Paul in the hero section. And then somebody was like, didn't Jake Paul rape some people? And I was like, oh, did he? And I looked it up, and apparently he sort of raped people a little bit. So, bad Dusty. But I keep it in the hero section for now, and then I will explain the whole thing. But God fucking damn it, everything's horrible, and I'm gonna cover it. Gonna do some Beyond Parody. Little Mike Corona, and finish this off with some Karens at the end. So stay tuned for that. But let's kick it off. A little Chud Watch. Let's do the song. It's the Star Wars theme. Chud Watch. Talking about Chud Watch. We talk about Chuds and make fun of them. Yeah, we do. And tonight, starting off with Chud Watch with some MTG. Marjorie Taylor Greene got the ban. She got the Twitter ban. Spreading that Rona misinformation, and Twitter's like, no. You cannot do that on our platform. We have a private platform, and we do not like it when people spread misinformation. They get people killed. And so fuck off. And so she was like, Twitter is an enemy of America. You can't handle the truth. That's fine. Oh, she's not mad, y'all. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. She ain't mad. That's fine. I'll show America we don't need them. And it's time to defeat our enemies. They can't successfully complete a communist revolution when people tell the truth. Oh, yeah. Isn't that true? Doesn't the $1 trillion big tech Twitter firm want communism? Sure, because nothing says communism like $1 trillion tech corporations. That's exactly the same thing, isn't it? Whew. Social media platforms can't stop the truth from being spread far and wide. Big tech can't stop the truth. Communist Democrats can't stop the truth. I stand with the truth and the people we will overcome. And she was like, I don't need Twitter. I'm motivated now, motherfucker. Don't you guys worry about it. I'll be stronger now and more effective and more determined. And then she immediately like, Twitter has to put me back now. Twitter forgot about the 2 times they accidentally suspended my account this past year. That means I've only had 3 strikes in their 5-strike system. Twitter has to reinstate my account immediately. I thought you didn't need them. You just said you were stronger without them. Make up your mind, MTG. Starting to think you're not very consistent. And she's telling a crowded theater to remain seated and enjoy the show when smoke is pouring in. Apparently, the whole can't shout fire in a crowded theater is some kind of misnomer that back in the day they used to try to shut up socialists, and it's not actually a real thing. Don't know. Don't hold me to that, but that's what I heard. You can't handle the truth. I know, right? So the next thing you know, Glenn Greenwald. Remember Glenn Greenwald? He used to be kind of cool, but now he's completely sold out. He's a right-wing propagandist, pretty much. Joe Rogan and Jimmy Doorknob's favorite journalist. So he all mad. He says, having unelected tech oligarchs ban duly elected members of Congress or even the sitting president from using their massive platforms is dystopian. No. What would be dystopian is forcing private companies to publish the works of politicians against their will. That would be dystopian. It would be like forcing me to host videos from Donald Trump on my YouTube page against my will. It's a private platform. They can put anything they want to. The New York Times can have any story on the front page of the New York Times they want to. They are not obligated in any way to publish anything they don't want to. And forcing them to, now that would be dystopian. Now, if you guys want to nationalize Twitter or Facebook, now we have a different story. Now we have a different conversation. But that has not been done. So until then, forcing private companies to platform and publish from elected leaders against their will, that's the dystopian part there, journalist Glenn Greenwald. God damn it. The fuck's wrong with these people? But, you know, he's making tons of fucking money. Got 17,000 likes for this. Racking it in. So, I guess he knows how to grift the grift. I guess you can't hate the player. Just hate the fucking game. I love meth, says YouTube user 747. Don't recommend it. I smoked meth one time. I didn't know it was meth. Somebody's like, smoke this, Dusty. It's ice. It's a new type of drug. And I was like, ice? That sounds awesome. So I smoked it. They're like, haha, you smoke meth. And I was like, what? Fuck you guys. Can't believe you made me smoke meth. And then 3 days later, I was awake and I was like, this sucks. I like to sleep. I ain't never smoking meth again. I didn't. So you can't smoke meth without getting addicted to it. I am living proof of that. That kid is singing about my new channel. I know. They love to hear my voice. They're like, Daddy talking. That makes me horny as fuck. I need cat dick now. Cat dick. Imagine Trump hitting MTG from behind with 2 cheeseburgers on her back. Oh my God. Thank you for putting that to my fucking brain. What in the goddamn hell? I'm in favor of nationalizing Facebook and Twitter. Hey, me too. Nationalize that shit. Then we can have these conversations about free speech and, you know, the First Amendment, all that shit. But none of that applies to private companies. So until that actually happens, till you guys actually are on board with socialism, which is what that is, nationalizing it would be a form of socialism, which you guys seem to think is evil. You can't have it both ways. You know, you can't talk about how we should socialize these things and about how socialism is evil. Meth is slow suicide. Yeah, rot your teeth out, man. Makes you pick at your skin, get scabs all over you. Meth is fucking disgusting. Don't do meth, guys. Bad. Joe Rogan took ivermectin. It didn't cure his COVID, but it did stop him dragging his ass around the carpet. Yep. He got doctor prescribed ivermectin, which is slightly different than the horse paste, which is good. But most people that took the horse paste. So, hey, Dusty, you're back. Hell yeah, I'm back. Back and better than ever in 2022. And then at least Dan Crenshaw sort of saying the truth a little bit. The cringiest motherfucker in all of Congress, Dan Crenshaw. He apparently having a feud with MTG. And I say, let them fight. It's beautiful. He says that Marjorie scoffed at the notion of supporting anti-censorship legislation is indicative of her true intent to remain a victim. She doesn't want solutions and she doesn't care if you get censored. She just wants to be a victim so she can keep asking for campaign donation. It's a scam. I can't believe it. He's right. He's absolutely right, except for the fact that he does the same thing. And this is exactly what Trump's scam is too. You don't care about that though, folks. This is all of their scam. They want to get banned on purpose in order to play the victim and get donations because it works. It's the oldest fucking con in the book, and it works again and again and again because the people they're conning are very low level. Easy to grift. And Republicans in disarray. Republicans are eating their own. Love it. Love it. Hit the like button, everybody. Do it. And God damn it, has there been anybody who's fallen further faster than David Silverman? Man, what a fucking disappointment. Never have heroes, folks. Like, I saw this coming a mile away. This is one of the main reasons I quit making atheist videos. I no longer wanted to be associated with the atheist community because I saw exactly what they were becoming. So this is former head of the American Atheist Society, one of the biggest leaders in the atheist community back in the day, back when atheism was real popular and shit, David Silverman. And now he's just an unbelievable far-right chud shithead. He just says and does whatever he can to act like a piece of trash because he knows that's what Republicans reward. And he, I guess he got shit on. He got Me Too'd. And what happens to these guys with giant egos that get Me Too'd, or they feel like the left is criticizing them? They have to make excuses for why they can't do any kind of self-reflection and admit they were wrong. Or even if he doesn't want to admit that he was wrong, just say, okay, well, I think some people criticized me wrongly. Some people on the left shit on me wrongly, but I'm not going to abandon my morals and everything I believe in. I still believe in the same thing, even though these few people on the left did things that I feel were damaging to me. But no, they go exactly the opposite direction. They go full right-wing Chud, and they try to make excuses for why. No, they're not wrong for going Chud. So first off, this is what his fucking Twitter description says. Ex-leftist, he was never leftist, ex-woke, firebrand atheist, pro-vax, anti-mandate. That's what they always say. Yeah, I'm not against the vax. I'm just against the mandate. I'm not against the vax. I just continually just ask questions specifically designed to make people vaccine hesitant in order to feed my right-wing fan base. But I'm not anti-vax. CRT is racism. Oh, God, dude. Like, going as full fucking Chud as he possibly can. 2 + 2 = 4. So here's his excuse for why he's voting against everything he pretended to stand for. It's not his fault, folks. You made him do this. He says, the party of abortion rights is now the party of literal racism. I cannot abide. I will vote anti-abortion for the first time ever to vote anti-racism. Fuck leftist racist. You're a massive disappointment. So what he's doing is he's posting this article from Tim Pool. You know, the right-wing troll Tim Pool, literal fucking scam artist Tim Pool, who's basically spreading fear about CRT, which is not taught in schools, is a college level course taught in mostly legal school that examines racial injustice in our judicial system, right? But he has to make excuses for why he is going to vote against everything he's ever claimed to stand for. And the reason he's given is, oh my God, it's the left who are racist against white people, dude. I live in the fucking South, okay? Surrounded, inundated, marinated in the most racist motherfuckers your mind could possibly imagine. 100% of them conservative, Trump supporters. The idea that the left is more racist than the right is, oh my God, talking about fucking brain worms. But like I said, his ego will not let him admit to himself or to other people that he will, when criticized, give up everything he's claimed to ever stood for and literally vote for the opposite of it. So he has to make excuses, and this is the lamest fucking excuse, and who's surprised to see him, quote, Tim Pool, to make these lame-ass fucking points. And as Himmet Mehta says, a right-wing troll shared an article from a right-wing website misinterpreting a sensible public policy recommendation in order to generate maximum outrage. Dave, the perfect mark, fell for it. He will now vote to punish women as a result of his ignorance. And yeah, this picture, remember this famous Dave picture, Dave Silverman picture? It's perfect for him now. And he's 100% this classic Cody Johnson tweet. The left got a little too PC, and I changed all of my opinions about the economy, social issues, systemic racism, healthcare, and history, which is 100% what he did. God damn it. What a fucking loser. But luckily, I don't know if the grit is paying off for him too much anymore. I think even the right don't really care for him too much because he's such an obvious fucking piece of shit. So at least he showed his true colors. Whatever happened to that lawsuit? Remember he was going to sue Matt Dillahunty and Matt Dillahunty's wife? Remember all that? Whatever happened to that? Did that lawsuit ever go through? Anybody ever have an update on that? Never heard about that. Remember when he had an affair with Matt Dillahunty's wife when he was the president of the ACA and did a bunch of other bad stuff that got him fired? Remember that? Remember that shit? Everybody? Okay. And next up, did you guys hear about this story? Holy shit, this is a crazy one. So there was another one of these right-wing masculinity vloggers. One of the guys gonna teach you how to be a real man. Oh my God, I'm an alpha male. Don't you guys want to learn how to be an alpha male like me? Well, anyway, apparently he killed a bunch of people. Yeah, shocker. I know you're all shocked. But here's the crazy part, folks. Apparently he wrote a 3-book series where in the book series, he named the main character after himself. And then in the book, he laid out the murders he was going to commit. And he committed the murders exactly like he laid out in his book. This is some crazy ass shit. The man who authorities believe killed 5 people in a shooting spree across the Denver metro Monday wrote about killing 2 of the victims in a series of novels he self-published in the 4 years leading up to the attacks. Lyndon McLeod, 47, wrote about similar murders, personal grudges, and a desire for revenge in the 3 rambling, misogynistic, and racist novels, which focused on rage, violence, and economic inequality. In the second novel, McLeod describes an attack on a tattoo parlor in the 200 block of West 6th Avenue. The character named Lyndon McLeod, see? His real name is Lyndon McLeod, but the character's name is Lyndon MacLeod. So totally different. Definitely in no way based on him. Burst into the tattoo shop and killed several people, including the owner of the shop. In reality, police said McLeod went to that block on Monday, fired shots, and set a van on fire, but did not kill anyone. He tried. He made an effort. McLeod co-owned a tattoo parlor in that block in 2013 called All Heart Enterprise. Said James Clark, who worked at the shop. At least 2 people McLeod targeted during his rampage to work with him at the business, which failed because McLeod was controlling, fought with all the employees, and acted like a bully. Shocker. Everyone quit because nobody could work in that environment, Clark said. Lyndon blamed everyone else who was involved except for himself. That's what they always do. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Take responsibility, but they never take responsibility for anything. These sacks of shit. Denver police are aware of the books, and they are part of an ongoing investigation, spokesman Doug Shedman said Wednesday. Let me skip down. McLeod named both he named his victims in the book. He literally wrote their names in the book, and then he killed them. McLeod named both Alicia Cardenas and Michael Swinyard as murder victims in his novel. Cardenas, 44, and Swinyard, 67, were both killed in Monday's shooting spree. Police believe McLeod killed Swinyard inside his home at 1 Cheesman Place. Is it Cheesman or Cheesman? 1 Cheesman Place. Words are hard. An apartment building in the 1200 block of William Street. A property manager for the building told residents in an email that McLeod wore tactical gear, a police logo, and a badge when he entered the building. In McLeod's first novel, Lyndon MacLeod, totally different, wears police gear and kills a character named Michael Swinyard at his apartment on William Street. It's crazy, man. This character in the book also kills other people in the building and robs them. The character has a list of people he wants to kill and considers some more important than others. The murders were like food in the belly, like wine, rest on the tongue, the first book reads. Killing people nourish the soul. Don't you guys want to learn how to be a masculine, manly man from this psychopathic killer? So, anyway, shocker. He was a huge fan of all the usual right-wing influencers. Dickhead, shitheads. Let me read you some of the other shitty stuff before we get to that. Here's the guy. Here's a masculinity vlogger. Super masculine. So, he gleefully indicated that some people required violence to be addressed while discussing a 2014 YouTube video titled Mike Tyson Destroys Reporter. Remember when Mike Tyson was convicted of raping somebody who he did rape? He raped her. You can look it up. The evidence suggests he raped her. It wasn't the only person he tried to rape. Other women came forward that said he tried to rape them too. But who cares, right? We like Mike Tyson. Who cares if he's a fucking rapist who never apologized about it anyway? Some reporter, remember, asked him, hey, didn't you rape somebody? And Mike Tyson threatened the guy. He acted like he was going to kick his ass because a reporter's not allowed to ask him about, rape. We're supposed to memory hold that and forget it ever existed. But he loved Mike Tyson's response because why wouldn't he love a rapist threatening a journalist for asking about it? On Twitter, McClay blasted the passive-aggressive reporter and praised Tyson for using direct aggression, all before hinting at threats of violence for the week. He said, "This is basically the plot of my stupid book. Our entire society is made up of shitty little fucks who insult badasses and get away with it because law enforcement and social norms protect the weak from the strong. I'm over it. The weak better buckle up. Shit about to get real. That's right, you fucking weaks. You're about to be killed by the super alpha manly man. Hell yeah." Woo. God damn it. So, yeah, he was doing the regular circuit with all the Chud shitheads. You guys know who Zuby is? Zuby is a conservative rapper. I use that quotes very strongly because he sucks at rapping. He might be worse at rapping than I am, which is really saying something. And he has a podcast. And he had this guy on there to kiss his ass about his book. Let's listen to him just for a second.
Use the law enforcement and the legal system in order to affect this. I was told, quote, "You have no standing."
You don't have any standing? Let's see what Zuby says. Where you at, Zuby?
Yeah, they shipped all the worst ones over to America. That's how we got here. The ones that are there are civilized.
Yeah, that's funny.
No, that's interesting, though. But yes.
So anyway, he was on Shithead Zuby's podcast. Zuby giving me the rub. And now Zuby has also memory hold the whole thing. He pretended like it never happened. Here's his podcast list. All right, let's see. We went from 66, 67, 65, 64 seems to be missing, huh? Curious, Zuby. What happened to episode 64? I wonder. Oh, it's like it disappeared from the face of the earth for some reason. I wonder how the fuck that happened. It's a mystery. And also, shockingly, he was giant fans of the intellectual dark web crowd, including Eric Weinstein. Yep. Here's your shock face. I can't believe it. He was a fan of Eric Weinstein. So here's Eric Weinstein. Instead of just calling the cops in Denver to let them know this, he does the correct thing and tweets about it publicly. Eric Weinstein says, "This tweet is for law enforcement only. It appears that the shooter in Colorado had been trying to contact me in the past via direct message. I did not accept the request or respond, but have preserved messages. If you are with law enforcement and have legitimate need for access, please let me know. Thanks." Yeah, you might want to call them. Call them, Eric, and tell them that the murderer was a big fan of yours and messaging you. Indeed. No. Okay, shocker. And apparently you talked to him publicly, Eric Weinstein. Remember the time when you were talking to him publicly where he said, "I've been trying to think of what this self-hatred, guilt, inner conflict, and low self-esteem now plaguing the West reminds me of. And one word came to me, cutting. It's like watching a teenager turn against her or his own body in a cry for help, only this is at scale." To which the horrific murderer responded to you, "Do you ever think of the math physics beneath self-organized critically? Power laws, this ain't political, Eric. Man is a system in constant tension like forest and plate tectonics." Those are all words. To which Eric responds, "I don't think like that. I just don't react like that. For example, cut." Anyway, they talk to each other. You talk to him. You talk to the killer. I'm not saying that you're responsible for this guy killing all these people, but you're responsible for these people killing people. You're 100% responsible, Eric. It's your fault. I'm just kidding. It's not. That's fun. And of course, he also liked all the other giant douchebags on the right. Like he loved rapey Mike Sinovich. Yeah, nobody's surprised that he liked rapey Mike. He liked Jack piece of shit big. You know, the one that gave shoe on head COVID. Allegedly. Don't sue me. I'm just kidding. It's a comedy show. He gave her COVID, folks. And he also liked they followed him too, by the way. Yeah, Mike piece of shit big and Mike Sinovich, right back Sinovich. Jack piece of shit big. And Mike Sinovich followed him. So nobody's surprised to see that. And also, I don't know if this is true or not, but according to the guy's website, Jordan Peterson wrote a sickening, ball-licking review of his book. I don't think this is real. I think this guy's so crazy that he actually made up reviews from famous people for his book. That's how desperately he was trying to sell his book. So this whole thing is Jordan Peterson talking about how good the book is. but I don't actually believe Jordan Peterson wrote this. Apparently Glenn Beck wrote one too. All the famous right-wing people supposedly read his book and loved it, but I don't believe that happened. So we're not going to blame Jordan Peterson for what I don't believe actually really happened. So anyway, that's a cool story, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think if one of my giant fans went out and committed a bunch of murders, I might have some self-reflection. I might think about, hey, why did I attract such a person? What could I have done differently? I think I might have taken personal responsibility. No, that's an alien concept to you guys on the right who continuously claim that everybody should take personal responsibility, but some of us actually do it. Might want to look into it there. Intellectual dark web. And next up, another example of a group of people that can never take responsibility for anything they do. Here's Turning Point USA, 100% outright doing what they accuse other people of creating cancel culture over. They constantly say the left is trying to get people fired from their jobs. They're trying to shut people up. They're trying to censor people over opinions, which is cancel culture. 100% what they're doing here, folks. But remember, when the right does it, it's not cancel culture.
Guys, if they do this, you take out your phone instantly. This will be some really great content later, and they might just get fired. Hopefully,
yeah, might get fired. Haha. So she's talking about how to get your professors at college fired by filming them and asking them leading questions and setting them up. You know, cancel culture.
Guys, if they do this, you take out your phone instantly. This will be some really great content later, and they might just get fired. Hopefully, right? Yeah. So as soon as you see a professor with that attitude come towards you, you're going to get your phone. Sometimes it's easier to just, go like this and record like that. It's horizontal, a little bit more discreet. Or you can do it in their face and see if they, just still want to talk. And some have done that. But, hi, so are you a teacher here?
Well, yes, I am, and I don't want you here at my university.
What do you teach here? What's your major? What do you teach at the university?
I'm a gender studies professor.
Of course you are.
Why would anybody want to study gender?
Accurate. So, so you don't like conservatives on your campus then, right?
No, because you're a bunch of bigots and fascists.
Oh my gosh. It's incredible that you can teach your students and you don't have any bias. How do you do your job right then?
Because I think men and women are the same.
Okay, wow. Thank God you're not teaching biology, right?
I believe in science. You're the ones who don't.
Yeah, I think it'd be such a great idea if you set up a debate with us on campus. Would you like to do that with, one of our field representatives and yourself? We can set up a debate on campus on, why you think socialism works and why we think capitalism works instead. Would you like that?
I don't want to give a platform to bigots.
You don't have a what?
I said I don't want to give a platform to bigots.
Oh my gosh. Well, we have one anyways, so you're welcome to come by here and set up your own stand. But thank you so much, and hope to see you around next week again at the usual time.
But we're gonna get you fired, so you won't be.
Yeah, that's how you deal with it. Thank you so much.
And scene.
Thank you. So yeah, if you do have professors, administrators that come up to your table to harass you, they're in the wrong, and you just want to keep them talking. Edge them on and just keep recording for as long as you can so that you get some good content. And hopefully if they say anything that's too crazy, they can lose their job and you can get rid of that crazy person.
Yeah, get their professors fired, folks. Like, isn't this 100% what they were claiming the left was doing? Isn't this what they've been bitching about for years? Calling the most evil thing on earth cancel culture? It's just, this is why you never listen to them. Their words don't actually mean anything. They continuously accuse the other side of doing what they do, but there's always a double set of standards for them. And folks, I know you were all worried about it. About the lawsuit Mike Lindell was going to put in place that's going to overturn our democracy and 9-0 make the Supreme Court vote to put Trump back in office. I know you were thinking, oh my God, is it not still happening? It's still happening, folks. It's still happening. When, you might say? Psh, in 2 weeks.
It's like throwing a gun.
Let's try. Let's start over again.
It's like throwing a gun in a river where you killed someone. You can't throw away the evidence. So that's what they've tried to do, but this will
hang, let
is they should
us
drop
go to.
all
First off, throwing a gun in the river is a great way to get rid of evidence. The vast majority of the time, when you throw a gun in the river, it's never found. So, bad analogy, pillow douche.
Let's go. Let's go to commercial break. Just when's this filing going to take place?
It should be within the next 2 we've got it all ready to go. We've just got to get it filed in D.C. with the judge.
2 weeks, folks. There you heard it. We promise this time. We promise. It's happening in 2 weeks. Hey, don't you believe it, folks? I mean, sure, he said it 1,000 times before and lied every time, but this time, it's for real, yo. Mike Lindell gives me a headache. Yep, you ain't alone, brother. And, Tim Pool! Multi-millionaire Tim Pool, the most popular conservative influencer on YouTube. This guy doesn't even know what his own sister's last name is. Her last name is Pool. It doesn't know. It's like I'm not even stoned.
So joining me today is my sister, Lisa.
Hi, everybody.
I can't keep track of your last name.
I know. I've been married and...
You want to pull the microphone a little closer?
Yeah, I can do
Pull
that.
it real close and talk right into it.
Like that? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your last name now?
Well, now it's
It's
Pool.
Pool.
Now
Okay, it's
back
Pool
to
again.
Pool.
All right.
It's back to Pool.
So joining me
Oh, yeah,
today.
they're super close, folks. Super duper close. He doesn't know his sister's last name is Pool. I'm gonna snort, folks. How is this real life? It's just too funny. Oh my God, I'm crying. Okay, fine. And last up on the Chud Watch, folks, Jesse Lee Peterson is being outed, which apparently has one T. I was writing OUTTED, which apparently is incorrect. I have been told. So anyway, his friends are turning on him and coming out and talking about how apparently this homophobic piece of shit is himself super gay. Let's have a look.
Major supporter financially of him for many years, and you were under the impression that he really was.
That was me. Yes.
He was really a righteous, free of sin man.
That's what he portrays himself.
But
righteous. He doesn't sin anymore. He's not angry. He's not fearful. But he's all those things.
Right.
He's a sexual deviant and has been for many, many years.
Because you tell the audience what you said about pornography.
I rented 3 months worth of pornography for him, all 6 channels. He wanted all 6 channels on DirecTV. You know, channels 595 to 600. He tried to turn me. He tried.
What did he do?
There's many times where he tried to.
Let's get away from the door, guys.
Provoke me into homosexual sex. But I'm not one, so
right.
I didn't buy into it. And after a while, I was like, let's not do this huggy stuff like this, because I'm just not that way. But I didn't think.
What
way
did
back
he
then
did
that
he
was
do?
a homosexual.
Did he do something
Until
beyond?
I heard about him actually having sex with other men.
Yes.
And then I oh wow, that fits.
So
what happened to me.
Did he go do something beyond hugging with you?
Yeah. He would. There was one occasion where he reached his hand under my underwear, going toward my genitals, but he never touched them because I didn't react to it.
He was testing
right?
you.
I'm a heterosexual, so I didn't react to it.
Yeah, I didn't react to it. He just tried to touch my junk, and I was like, this is normal. Dude, that's not normal. I don't hug my guy friends anyway, because it's just not something that we do. But if I did, and one of them tried to touch my junk, I would react. I'd be like, okay, do it. Do it, dude. Touch my junk. If that's what you're into, this is what you want from me, have your way with me. Do it. That's what I would do. But anyway, shocker. Another one of these homophobes. Gay as shit. Always the way. A lot of times homophobia is just self-hatred. That's why you speak out and lash out about it, because you hate that about yourself. So you have to put other people down for it. It's always projection with these fuckos. No one's shocked anymore. That is my Chud Watch. Hell yeah. Let's see what you poors have to say over here before we check the super chats. Poors! You don't believe this, right? I don't know. Could be true. Who gives a fuck? It's funny. Sexual assault. Huggy Lee Peters. Pretty funny. A dude's neck. Alpha male, not beta. It's amazing. What else we gotta say? Laughing my ass out. People still watch cable porn. They definitely know what the channels are. It's $5.95 to $600 or whatever, I guess. Like, I literally have not had cable or satellite in the last 25 years. I cut the cord a long ass time ago, so I would not know, but apparently. This dude looks weird. Oh, yeah, he's a super Christian Jesse Lee Peterson associate. Obviously, he's a fucking giant goddamn weirdo. Is that Don Knotts? You used to love me some Don Knotts. Hell yeah. I'm trying to think of a Don Knotts phrase, but I couldn't think of anything except for he only had one bullet that he carried in his pocket. Andy? That's the only thing I can think of Don Knotts. He also ripped off his own brother. Are you talking Tim Pool? Yeah, he did. He did that. What's Obama's last name? Obama? Dusty, don't give it away for free. That's right, I charged. I'm a high price call girl. Pillow Boy's an idiot? Yes, he is. Agreed. Mike Pillowbrain can't wait to buy my Dominion pillow. 2 weeks. Yeah, but it's always 2 weeks. You learned that from Trump. Just keep the idiots hanging on for 2 weeks. They'll always give you 2 weeks. And then when 2 weeks comes and goes, another 2 weeks. Always 2 weeks. Theater for the morons. Yep. All right, so what else popped up here? Taking time to read you poors, because I love you guys. YouTube is better than cable. I know, right? YouTube way better than cable. Da Nuts Butthead. Is that what Butthead says? Gay people can't be alpha. Everyone knows that. Shit. In a way, like top gay people are the most alpha people. Because like to a lot of, I don't believe this, of course. But to a lot of people, being alpha is about being dominant. And it's a lot more difficult to dominate physically a man than a woman. So if you're on top physically dominating another man, I mean, that's pretty alpha. That's why a lot of these real macho dudes, these big muscular macho dudes, like gay sex so much. Because to them, it's like incredibly dominating and turns them on. So, Dusty go on his show. Who? Jesse Lee Peterson? Hell no. I don't go on people's show like that. I don't go on racist shows because all it does is help them. I've spoken out against this a lot. I actually have the private messages from his producer, like begging me to come on his show, and I would not go on that show because every time one of these people on the left go on his show, you go look at the numbers and his numbers shoot up. He gets more subscribers. He makes more money. And why would you help a racist, sexist, a white supremacist pushing, homophobic, transphobic piece of shit? Why would you help him? Yes, it would help my career, but it would also help his career. And I can't sleep at night knowing that I got a boost in my career by also helping a giant piece of shit make money and get more subscribers. I just can't do that. But hey, a lot of these people on the left do it and they get rewarded for it. Nobody gives a shit except for me. So I'm the dummy here, to be honest with you. Power bottom. Hell yeah, power bottom. Get it. Like I guess you thrust your butt backwards and whatnot to milk the penis with your anus. Seriously, who would fuck JLP? I don't know. I'm sure there's lots of people out there that fuck JLP. People fuck anything. People like fuck horses and shit. So there's that. Don't give away the mystery of his sister's last name. It is a mystery. It's shocking. All right, let's read the super chats real quick. See what you guys got to say. Hit the like button, everybody. Only half of you have done it. The rest of you are human garbage. The Pub Night, we have proof capitalism is bad for everyone but the rich, yet defend it with their cringy romanticism. We're going to get into Eat the Rich later with our whole section on NFTs. I would never get involved in NFTs, but I would get involved in DTFs. So, Urban Mass, JLP's Twitter had same-sex porn likes before he made his account private. Yes, he did. I covered that also. He accidentally liked gay porn. It's always 2 weeks. Yes, it is, Jay West. Please tell my girlfriend Olivia to stop farting. Shh, let her fart. If she don't fart, she's going to explode. You don't want that. One of us. Hell yeah. Good on you. You're a dust buddy. If you're going to go my dust buddy, it's $2.99 a month and you get customized emojis to spend the chat with. Stuff like Eat the Rich and Big Bong, and the newest one, which is Belly Up. Thanks and keep singing. I will. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate it. Teresa Champagne, $5. What up? What's up, Victoria? Join the dust, buddy. Do it. Be cool like Victoria. Bring a rapper and all right is a moron. I know, right? Horrible. Ruby Pickles, $20. Kitty food. People food, plant food. Hey, we could use it. Thank you for supporting the show, Ruby. Good to see you tonight. Lindsay Ellis quit YouTube and blames it on cancel culture. Cancel culture. Toxic people always exist on the internet. Best way to ignore it. Block it or have a conversation. Now, instead of that Vosh baby, no woke schools. Oh, my God. Yeah, our Vosh and Zenner stop still playing the woke scode, woke bullshit. Why are they helping the right push their narratives? It doesn't make any sense. Yes. Look, for the first time in history, everybody is now equal in the fact that they now have a voice to tell anybody they want to exactly how they feel in real time. And yes, people are nitpicky and they're mean online. They are. Anonymity gives people the ability to hide in the shadows and just throw feces and be as mean as they possibly want to be. And the more popular you are, the more likely you are to be shit on. There's literally nobody that I know of who has been more canceled according to the right's definition of cancel culture than I have. Nobody. Name a person who's had more popular content providers make negative videos about them than I have. Who's lost 30,000 subscribers? Lost most of my views are gone because of being canceled, because I called out the skeptic anti-SJW community for helping the right maintain and take power, right? But I talk mad shit about everybody. And everybody has the right to talk mad shit about me. That's the way the system works. And I understand there are some people who can't handle it. Because people are mean and they should be nicer and they should be more sensitive. And they shouldn't just jump on everybody's ass for no reason. But they're gonna. And if you're popular and if you're famous, it's gonna happen to you. So I totally understand why some people can't take it and some people don't want to be famous. But this is not cancel culture. This is simply the ability of the powerless finally having the ability to have a voice and speak their voice and say whatever the fuck they want to. And yes, if enough people are shitting on you singularly, it can seem like they're grouping up. It can seem like a mob is coming after you. But like, even if you look at the whole ContraPoints things where ContraPoints was canceled, 98% of the comments she got were positive. The vast majority of it were people kissing her ass. 2% of it was negative. If you focus on that 2% of it, then you can pretend like, oh my God, look how horrible all this is. I can't take it. And you can blame cancel culture for forcing you off the internet when in fact it's really just people speaking their mind exactly like they have the right to. You have the right to say whatever you want to say. You have the right to make whatever videos you want to say, and people have the right to comment on it, right or wrong, and shit on you for it. And the best thing to do is fucking ignore it. Like my response to it was, okay, I was doing 5-minute videos once every couple months. Now I'm going to do 4 hours a week. I'm going to do more videos. That was my response to it. Now I understand not everybody has that thick of a skin, and not everybody can do that. And I can understand if you can't handle the criticism, why you would not want to be famous. That's completely fine. It's completely understandable. And I feel bad that she went through that. I feel bad that she experienced all that negativity, and that she felt like she couldn't handle it. And I completely respect her decision not to make videos anymore. She has absolutely that right. But like I said, everybody has the right to say whatever the fuck they want to you. And it's going to happen if you're famous. And you just got to it's never going to change. Never. It's always going to fucking be this way. No matter how much you bitch and whine and cry about cancel culture, it's never going to fucking change. That's just the reality of it. And I wouldn't want it to change. I do want people to be nicer, and I do want people not to jump on each other so harshly and nitpick. I do want that, but that's never going to change either. And I wouldn't want it to change, really, because, I would want people to be nicer, but I wouldn't want their ability for people to do that to change, because it's actually a net positive that the powerless now have a voice to hold the powerful accountable for the things they say and do. And whatever negatives come with it, it's worth it because of the positives we get out of a system that allows the powerless to hold the powerful accountable. That's my opinion on it. Night Reaper, $3. Say thank you, Night Reaper. Oh, $80. 80 pounds. Even better. Fuck this American money. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Hell yeah, Brian PC. Thank you for being the hero tonight. The Super Chat heavyweight champion of the world. And you also became a new Dust Buddy. Hell yeah. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club, Brian. You're amazing. Hey, Dusty, Happy New Year. I published my first video on the channel today. Hey, everybody go check out Mr. Anderson Says channel and let him know what you think of his new video. Can you remind me what name the hair transplant place you went to in Denver was? It was the Hair Institute of Denver. I got it done about 7 years ago, and it was exactly, no tax, $5,000. I don't know how much it costs today, but it was exactly $5,000 to the dot. They did a good job. I pay for Patreon for Wednesday show on there. Love the show. All right, maybe I'll think about doing of course, it'll be a public show. I wouldn't do a private show because I want to do all my stuff public. For, the poors need to have their dusty time too. But if you guys want to support that, Patreon, sign up for Patreon. Both my brother and my best friend got the Rona a week or so ago. Both were vax boosted, both since tested negative. Vaxes work. Yep. You're much less likely to be hospitalized and have severe negative effects if you're vaccinated. Facts. Dusty, glad you're back. I'm glad I'm back. Thank you, Jalil Farrell. Take my late stage capitalism and use it. I will. Gonna use the shit out of you, Lizzie. Blaze it. Is that half stash I see? It was half stash you saw. I see Miss Misty back there now. All right, cat food, says Gary. Cool. All right, anything else pop up? Keep Dusty poor and not a sellout. Yep, I don't need too much money. Fuck me. Urban Minds, JLP's Twitter. I already read that. All right, cool. Thanks for the super chats. More super chats, please. Hit the like button. All of it. Cool. What are you guys saying? Let me get some time here. Let's see what the poors are saying in the chat. I don't want to... what are you guys saying about my take on Lindsay Ellis? Cancel culture. Preach it, Dusty. Preach. Hell yeah. You know what? I'm going to do it. That chick that cut off Trump's head, Kathy Griffin. Yeah, they canceled Kathy Griffin, didn't they? Shut the fuck up, boomer. I know, right? I oughta. Bing bong. Dusty, you on top chat? I'm on live chat here. That's the important thing. DTF. Yeah, DTF stands for down to fuck. You kids better get with the lingo. Don't make me learn you. Yeah, nip in the bud. Nip in the bud. I remember that. Thank you for reminding me. Don Knotts. Hero. Jimmy Snore. Jimmy Dore just gone even further off the deep end. We're going to cover that in a minute. Omnicron. Decepticons. I know, right? Fucking sneaky motherfuckers. TV does not have Dusty, so TV loses. Yeah, fuck TV. TV boring as shit. Although it is kind of the golden age of television, to be honest with you. There are some great fucking TV shows out there. All right, let's continue on the show. Next, we're going to do a series that is going to get me in a little bit of trouble because I fucked up. I decided to make Jake Paul a hero, and I should not have. But we could be heroes for just one day. Billy Idol. So, folks, you know me. I'm always wanted to give credit where credit's due. I'm always wanted to support people who are doing the right thing, in my opinion. And in my opinion, Jake Paul used his platform to do good. And I admire that. And I want to give him a pat on the back for doing that. This is the kind of shit PewDiePie should have been doing. Using his giant platform to push more good. To push more worker rights and stuff. While he had the opportunity. So you guys might know that the UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championship, which is run by Dana White, abuses the shit out of their fighters. They pay them very, very little peanuts in comparison to the millions and millions of dollars they make. And Jake Paul decided to use his platform to call out Dana White and draw attention to it, which is good. Jake Paul says, basically he says he's going to give up his whole boxing career and he agrees to fight Jorge Masvidal, one of the UFC champions, in the UFC. As long as Dana White agrees to his demands. Number one, increase the minimum fighting pay per fight to $50,000 instead of $12,000 it is now. Can you imagine an organization making millions per pay-per-view and paying $12,000 for people to get their brains beat in? Of course you can. That's capitalism. Number 2, guarantee UFC fighters 50% of UFC annual revenues. $1 billion in 2021. Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? But they don't, of course. Instead, they buy islands. They literally bought an island for themselves while they pay the fighters peanuts to kill themselves. Number 3, provide long-term health care to all fighters. You previously said brain damage is part of the gig. Imagine the NFL said that. There are many UFC alums who have publicly said they are suffering from brain damage. Yeah, you're reaping the benefits of these people punching each other in the face. Maybe you should use some of those billions you're making and cover their health care bills. Of course you should. But Dana White is a tremendous Trump-supporting right-wing piece of shit who does not actually give a shit about the fighters in any way. All he cares about is money. To them, they're just dollar signs in order to feed his bloated bank account. You have 5 days to accept and to implement the above by March 31st. To all UFC fighters, time to take a stand and create a value for yourselves and peers. You deserve higher pay, you deserve long-term health care, and above all, you deserve freedom. Support each other. I am not your enemy. I am your advocate who selfishly wants to KO a few of you to make some big bang. So beautiful. 100% what you should be using your platform for if you're a large influencer. And I applaud him for it. I absolutely applaud him for it. The UFC fighters should unionize. They should stand up. Of course, most of you will be fired and replaced immediately because that's exactly how they treat you. But at least, you could make a stand for other fighters in the future. You won't do it. You won't do it. So, hero. This is some real life fucking hero shit that Jake Paul did. And I wanted to commend him for it. I shouldn't have because apparently he's a rapist. We're going to get in a minute. So anyway, Dana White responded, and you could tell he got under Dana White's skin because Dana White didn't actually acknowledge anything that Jake Paul said. Didn't acknowledge the wealth inequality, didn't acknowledge the peanuts they're giving the fighters and how much they're abusing them. Instead, he jumped to attacking the appearance of the manager Jake Paul was with. Let's watch this shit.
Jake, you never responded to the challenge. You publicly stated that I use cocaine. I do not. So I told you, you could randomly cocaine test me for the next 10 years.
Dodge.
I believe that you're a cheater, and I believe that you use steroids.
Dodge.
So I
Dodge.
want to randomly steroid test you for the next 2 years. And that thing that you came out with today, nobody on earth thinks that you really wrote that. You're too
Dodge.
stupid. And for those of you that don't know, if you've ever watched one of his fights and you see when they do the stare down, the guy that's standing in the middle with the warlock nose and the big warlock wart on his face, apparently that's his manager.
Dodge.
And that guy used to be an accountant for me. And let's just say this, he no longer works for me, and I think he's a scumbag.
Dodge.
But if you two think that you can do it better than we do, we're doing this whole thing wrong. You could treat the fighters better than we do. Knock yourself out.
Dodge.
Go start your own business. It's easy to do. Go
Fuck the
get
fighters.
the Warlock on it. The Warlock can get it started for you. What you and the Warlock should be focused on is your business. You're tanking. You can't sell pay-per-views. You're calling out Jorge Masvidal because he's a pay-per-view superstar. Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor, Mike Tyson. These are all superstars. You're not.
Dodge.
You can't sell pay-per-views.
Dodge.
So you do whatever the hell you want to do. I'm ready to roll, buddy. I don't use cocaine. Do you use steroids?
Dodge.
Let's do this, Jake.
Let's do this.
Jake.
Oh, yeah. Why not acknowledge anything that was fucking said? But he got 85,500 likes for this. This is the level of Dana White fans, of UFC fans. Just like low-level dim fucking bulbs. 10-8 Dana. Like, Dana won that by ignoring every fucking thing Jake Paul said. By not acknowledging how shitty they are to fighters. Team Dana. Love you, Dana. He gets his ass kissed for this. This is the shitty ass society we fucking live in. But speaking of shitty ass society, stupid Dusty made the headline of tonight's show, Jake Paul is an actual hero, when apparently he's an actual rapist? I don't know, folks, but that's what is claimed by the people he raped. This guy, who I love his mustache, put out some facts on why Jake Paul might not be that great of a person. Let's go to 1 minute in this video, and I'll show you.
By being, well, a bit of a goofball, a prankster, if you will. Some of his best work includes
scamming children, throwing house parties at the height of the pandemic, promoting gambling websites to children, calling coronavirus a hoax, posting sexually suggestive content knowing full well his audience is primarily children, making his neighbors suffer through a living hell, electrically shocking people with a taser without their consent, destroying other people's property without their consent, making homophobic comments, making transphobic comments, making racist...
Okay, we're probably good, right? But that's not what this video...
Probably good. Yeah, my bad. So apparently he forced his penis into this girl's mouth, and he groped some other 17-year-old girls without their permission, amongst other things. So yeah, turns out, not a hero. Not a hero at all. Sort of a complete dick. A bad human being. So sorry about that, folks. Please ignore the title of this video. I was wrong, and I'm ashamed for it. Bad Dusty. And last up on the hero section, folks, you know who is a hero? Probably the greatest American hero alive today. Bernie Sanders. And I don't know if you guys have seen this video tonight or not. I'm going to play the whole thing. This might be the greatest video of all of 2021. This is an Eamon Hawke video, who makes these incredible, surreal, 3D generated videos. If you haven't seen this, prepare for a treat. This is amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Punished Bernie. Shit, this whole video is 10 minutes long. I may not play the whole thing, but anyway, I'll play some of it. You can watch the rest of it on his YouTube page.
That creed, reaffirmed by those who planted flags from foreign battlefields to the surface of the moon. A creed at the core of every American whose story is not yet written. Yes, we can. Because of you. Because you sacrificed so much for a people that you had never met. That's part of what makes us special as Americans. Unlike the old...
So anyway, I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit, and then Bernie is like this post-apocalyptic badass who is entering the Amazon warehouse to fuck shit up.
You know the truth, and that is that we are now some 300 delegates behind Vice President Biden, and the path toward victory is virtually impossible. And so today, I am announcing the suspension of my campaign.
And it's a Walking Dead guy working at Amazon. So yeah, then Bernie going, Jeff Bezos is in it, and he's a space alien or something, and then Sweet Baby Ray's. Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg is a lizard dude, true story, and Elon Musk has a brain in a jar, and then 4 years later, Bernie Sanders riding on a horse. Headed to the Old Town Road, pretty sure.
It's not just them. The whole world wants you dead. You'll have to join up with Piker.
Oh yeah, and Hassan Piker in this video too. Hassan Piker is like a full-blown celebrity now.
He's in Los Angeles.
So let's skip ahead. Bernie riding, and then he's smoking his e-cig. And he's cyber as fuck, yo. You motherfuckers done fucked up now. Bernie Sanders coming for your ass. And then this is kind of cool, where he breaks into the Amazon warehouse. And then he goes and rescues Hassan, who is a chain. Hassan is He's in here somewhere.
On, dude.
There he is. Hassan has a little bitty head and a giant body, so pretty much like in real life. And then at the end,
I've let the hamsters live.
No. Then at the end, yeah, they're all teaming up to fight the rich and what. Anyway, pretty cool video. I want to go to the thing, but anyway, Solid Snake Bernie. Yep. You guys didn't like that video? Whatever, it was pretty cool. Anyway, that's my hero section for you guys. If you guys want to watch that, that's on Amon Hawk, or how the fuck you pronounce that. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Bernie. I would watch this cartoon if they actually made a real cartoon of that. I usually don't like cartoons, but that one was pretty interesting to me. And, all right, let's read I already read the super chats. Let's go ahead and skip to the next section. Why not? Got plenty of show for you guys still, because hell yeah. Next up, we're going to do a little Trash World, because... Trash World! Trash World! Dumpster Fire Hellish Trash World! Trash World! And first off, on the Trash World, God damn it! It's such a goddamn trash world, folks. So you guys know what NFTs are? So basically, you know how when you see a picture online that you like, you can just right-click on it and save as and use that picture wherever you want to for free? Well, what if I told you that you could buy that picture for $200,000 and it's exactly the same as if you downloaded it for free? What would you say to that? Well, if you were a fucking moron, you would say, where do I sign up to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on this worthless thing that anybody could download and use for any reason? And that's the world we live in, folks. NFTs have become a status symbol where the rich are just shitting in our eyeballs. They're like leaning down on top of us and they're shitting right in our eyeballs. And in a world where inequality is at the highest levels it has ever been, they want us to know how rich they are, how they can just throw hundreds of thousands of dollars away for nothing as a status symbol. Talking about late stage capitalism. So folks, the genius I am, I just got this NFT. Yeah, this one. Worth $425,000, and I got it for free with one simple trick. Guess how I did it? I right-clicked and I saved as, and I copied it and I put it on my thing. So this NFT is the one that was purchased by Eminem. He bought this picture, the exact same picture that is in my profile right now, for $425,000. Just to show us, folks. That's all they're doing. They're just showing us. We have so much money, we can set it on fucking fire as a status symbol, and you'll still love us for it. Yep, here he is. Here's Eminem with this stupid fucking bored ape avatar. So apparently there's this company, the Ape Yacht Club or what the fuck they're called. They've made 10,000 of these. They're just the same picture of an ape that are slightly different, and they're selling 10,000 for the average price of $200,000 each. And people are buying these things, these nothings, for $200,000, including fucking Eminem. I mean, total fucking respect lost. Yeah, the bored apes is what they're called. Future bought one. Yeah, he bought this ugly thing for $200,000. Literally just setting fucking money on fire just to show us. $200,000 for a picture, folks, that he doesn't have the exclusive rights to, that anybody can download, anybody can use it. Jimmy Fallon, even Jimmy Fallon is in on this bullshit. Yeah, here's Jimmy Fallon's stupid one. How much did he pay for this? $225,000. Jimmy Fallon. Just shitting in our eyeballs. Why not? Yeah, sure. 25,000 children are dying every day from hunger. Sure. What? 300,000 Americans going bankrupt every year because they can't pay their medical bills? Sure. Here's $225,000 for nothing. Fuck you, poors. Exactly what they're saying to us. NBA star Stephen Curry hit on it. $180,000 for this, folks. Yeah, cool. Amazing. When we revolt against you rich motherfuckers, don't tell us that you didn't see it coming. Don't tell us you have no idea why we did it. Don't tell us that you didn't deserve whatever the fuck happens to you guys. Don't you goddamn say it. Here's all the people that got in on it. Here's DJ Khalif, or whatever the fuck his name is. Stephen Curry. Oh, yeah. The fuck's this guy's name? The guy from Shark Tank. I'm drawing a blank on this rich motherfucker's name right now. What the fuck's this says in here? Let's see. What the fuck's his name? Oh, here's a whole list of them, folks. Here's all the sports people. Shaquille O'Neal's in on it. Steve Aoki in on it. The Chainsmokers. Disappointed Dave Chappelle, of course. Douchebag Dave Chappelle. Eminem. Future. Jimmy Fallon. Lil Baby. DJ Khaled. Post Malone, of course. Post Malone in on it. Logan Paul. Fuck you, Logan Paul. Snoop Dogg. God damn it. Come on, Snoop Dogg. Waka Flocka. Mark Rubin. That's his name. Fucking Mark Rubin in on it. They just don't give a shit, folks. They want to put it in our face how ridiculously wealthy they are. I think these shows of wealth should be condemned, in my opinion. I think everybody should take their little profile pictures and they should use them just like I did. I think if you paid for them, you should be demonized and made fun of. But if you steal them and use them, that should be the cool new thing. The cool new thing is that you got the same exact shit and you didn't pay for it, and only fucking morons will pay for this stupid shit. That's the future I would love to see goddamn happen. And here's the really fucking stupid part, guys. The people who buy these Bored Apes are the dumbest motherfuckers on earth. They keep getting them stolen. Yes, you can have them stolen. People are stealing these worthless apes and reselling them. Here's Bartek. My ape 2510 has been stolen. Please retweet, tag OS, so maybe someone from team would look into it and help me. Completely broken. Worst time for it to happen. We were supposed to be launching now our Fancy Bears meta project. I was literally this ape. You can still be that ape. Nobody knows the difference. Nobody gives a shit. Just say that you bought that ape and nobody cares. No one will look. It's like climbing Mount Everest. You don't actually have to climb Mount Everest. Just say you did it. No one really gives a shit. You fucking morons. Here's another one that got his Bored Ape stolen. Just picked up this guy. If I was going to be in a yacht club, I needed the correct attire. Say hello to your cruise, captain. The next thing you know, been trying to put on a good face since I lost my ape, but I gotta be honest. This was my kid's college. Folks, if you're buying pictures of apes online with their kids' college fund, you don't deserve kids. I don't care about anything that fucking happens to you. My mortgage! If you get your house taken away from you, good. I'm for the hackers on this one. Just absolute shit that some of you out there think it's okay that I get ripped off. I do, and I'm tired of pretending like I don't. It's hilarious. Fuck you! If you think that theft is okay because I wasn't smart enough, that's not why I think it's okay. I think it's okay because you dumb, rich pieces of shit think it's okay to throw fucking money away at nothing. In fact, these things are bad for the environment because the blockchain uses way more power than it needs to on purpose to make it harder to mine the bits or whatever the fuck it is, which is bad for the environment. But of course, you guys don't give a fuck, do you? I got news for you, toolboxes. Yeah, we're the toolboxes. This space is going to zero, and regulators are coming hard because the layperson isn't coming with the attitude of a lot of you. No one is coming to a space where they aren't sure their investments are safe. Good luck in the meta. Yeah, now he's suddenly all against it, now that he's stupid. If you're an ape that's been scammed for your ape, DM me and comment below. Let's raise some awareness here. It seems like this is affecting a bunch of folks. There are strength in numbers. Let's go and Happy New Year. Yep. Dad times 3. Former right-click saver. God damn it. Talking about a fool and their money soon parted. Is that Gavin McLeod? I don't know. Is that Gavin McLeod? I don't know. I don't know who the fuck that is, so fuck you guys. Eat the rich. And speaking of eat the rich, this was depressing. I usually love Matt Damon. Matt Damon seemed like a pretty cool guy, but apparently he ain't fucking rich enough. So he got to do commercials for crypto now. And he got to sell it like, if you invest in crypto, you're like the Wright brothers. You're like one of the greatest American heroes for getting involved in these goddamn scams. This one's hard to watch, folks. 1.6 million views. God damn it, Matt Damon.
History is filled with almosts, with those who almost adventured, who almost achieved, but ultimately, for them it proved to be too much. Then there are others, the ones who embrace the moment and commit. And in these moments of truth, these men and women, these mere mortals, just like you and me,
cringe,
as they peer over the edge, they calm their minds and steel their nerves.
The fuck?
With 4 simple words that have been whispered by the intrepid since the time of the Romans. Fortune favors the brave.
Oh my fucking God, dude. Holy shit. Don't have heroes, folks. They'll only disappoint you. They could never have enough money. Fucking greedy sacks of shit would do anything for a buck. And speaking of which, Jeff Bezos put out this picture. They're like reveling in the fact they're basically Bond villains now, folks. Like, yeah. Wealth inequality at its highest. People suffering all over the place. Suck it, motherfuckers. Buff Bezos just putting it in our face, shitting in our eyeballs. And I talked about this on Twitter, folks. True story. I had a dream last night that Jeff Bezos invited me over to his mansion. And I was like hanging out in his room, and he came into the room and he was wearing women's lingerie. And so we made out for a little while. True story. I don't know what that means, folks. I don't know why I'm making out with Jeff Bezos in my dreams, but I'm ashamed, which is why I'm telling all you publicly about it. Let me try to unpack that crazy bullshit. And another example, eat the rich. Who's shocked? Now Elon Musk is being used in PragerU videos. Elon Musk, who took $5 billion in subsidies from the government, is the only reason Tesla was able to stay in business and become profitable, was the $5 billion in government subsidies. Now he wants to tell you how evil the government is and how much you should fear the fucking government after he's already sucked off our tit, our taxpayer dollars, and made himself the richest man in the world. Now he's being used by these right-wing websites to tell us how evil the government is, because of fucking course he is.
But anything done by the government is going to be inefficient because the government is a monopoly. Like people that don't like corporations should not somehow think that the government is much better.
The government is much better because the government is us. The government is you and I. It's not a bunch of shareholders who have a legal obligation to make as much fucking money as possible without any thought to their fellow human beings. We don't have a fucking say in what corporations do. We have a say in what the government does. Yes, the government does a lot of bad things because we allow it to. But ultimately, the idea of government is not evil because ultimately, government is us. It's us pooling our resources and working together to make the world better for all of us, which is 100% necessary. But of course, Elon Musk, who is only successful because of conning the government, want to try to make us hate the government so he doesn't have to pay fucking his fair share of taxes. So shocker, of course, PragerU using them in videos.
Because the government is a corporation in the limit. It is the ultimate corporation with a monopoly on violence.
One of the most important differences between the left and the right is how each regards the role and the size of the government.
Yeah, every Republican president has spent more money than liberals do. They claim to be fiscally responsible, but look at the deficit, look at the debt. They always raise it. They're full of fucking shit in every goddamn possible way they can be. Watch them lie. Fuck, that's so depressing. And, did you guys hear about this one? So apparently, Patton Oswalt had a special, I guess, unannounced show this week that he did with Dave Chappelle, which is fine. I don't give a shit if he wants to do a fucking show with Dave Chappelle. Who gives a shit, right? But apparently he took some criticism. I didn't see any of the criticism, but I don't doubt that he probably took some criticism for doing a show with Dave Chappelle and taking a picture with him. But the vast majority of criticism I saw was actually from the right, who were making fun of him because he put out a long paragraph basically explaining, wasn't really apologizing. He was explaining why he did the show with Dave Chappelle. But right-wing Twitter accounts like this made fun of him. It went viral, basically. It was trending on Twitter, mostly right-wing shitheads making fun of him. Never apologize to the woke. Shit like this. Patton Oswalt took a selfie with Dave Chappelle. He did a show with Dave Chappelle. So even that's not true. On New Year's Eve, and had to write an entire essay apologizing for it. No, he didn't. He literally did not have to do that. No one put a gun to his head and made him do anything. He chose, which is his right, to do a show with Dave Chappelle. Other people, I guess, I didn't see it, but apparently some people chose to criticize him for it, which is their right. And then he chose to explain his actions on social media. That's exactly what should happen. What the fuck is the big deal? But yeah, he took a picture with Dave Chappelle and then he wrote an explanation. I saw a friend and hadn't seen it in a long time this New Year's Eve. We've known each other ever since we're teens. So basically, I read the whole thing. But basically, he says he loves Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is a close friend of his, and he disagrees with Dave Chappelle about his issues on trans people. But he thinks Dave Chappelle is willing to learn, and he's still growing and evolving like we all are. And he thinks he could be a positive influence on Dave Chappelle. And so he's not just going to shun his longtime friend just because he disagrees with him about this one thing. And he can disagree with him, but also still be friends with him, which I don't have any fucking problem with. I don't know if anybody does, but I don't. Cool with me, but yeah. The vast majority of people shitting on him that I saw were right-wingers shitting on him because you're not supposed to apologize, but he didn't apologize. He just explained. It's perfectly fine if you do something that you take criticism for to explain why you did it. Ultimately, I don't know if anybody gives a shit, but I like Patton Oswalt. Fine with me. If he wants to do shows with Dave Chappelle, it's a free country, right? And he seems like he's willing to take responsibility for it and take the criticism and not. You notice Patton Oswalt is on the left, and apparently he took shit from left-wingers from something he did. And you know what he didn't do? He didn't go, well, I'm going to become a right-winger. I'm going to vote against abortion now and become a Trumper. You guys push me to do this. Nope. He just explained himself, and he continued to believe exactly what he believes and continued to be progressive, just like he's always been. Exactly what you do when you have moral character. So let this be an example to all of you. And you guys know who Amos Yee is. So there's this kid named Amos Yee who, I guess this has been 6 years ago maybe, got arrested in Singapore, I believe it was. I think that's where he's from, Singapore, for sharing one of my videos. Now, it wasn't just one of my videos. He shared some other videos, too, about religion. But he did share one of my videos, and he was arrested for it. The video was, if you are Muslim, you are retarded, which is an ableist slur that I no longer use anymore. I don't feel comfortable using that word anymore. I'm only saying that word because that's what it was called. I've removed the video now. I no longer stand by that video. I'm trying to grow and learn, so I removed it. Anyway, he shared that video and some others, and he got arrested. And so back then, people were like, Dusty, you should do a video with Amos Yee. You should advertise this kid who's brave and got arrested for posting one of your videos. And I was thinking about doing a video with the guy. But at the same time, he was going around talking about how he doesn't believe child porn should be illegal. And I was like, yeah, I'm not getting anywhere fucking near this dude. What the fuck? And so there was a girl at the time. Her name is Melissa Chen. You guys know who Melissa Chen is? She is one of the popular influencers on the right now. And I guess she was a fan of my work back then. And so she contacted me and she said, Dusty, we're trying to seek asylum for Amos Yee and get him brought over to this country and have him, be granted asylum in America and be able to stay in America. Will you help? He's actually even looking for a place to stay. Maybe he could stay with you. And I was like, he's going around telling people that child porn is okay. First off, I'm not having anything to do with that. Secondly, you need to immediately tell this kid to go public and tell everybody that he's just kidding. He's just being edgy for the sake of edginess, and he's taking it too far, and he doesn't actually believe that. And she told me, I told him that, and he says he does believe it. He believes it full-heartedly, and he's not going to go back on it. And anyway, knowing that she still helped him get asylum in America. Now, apparently, she eventually did turn on him. She's not a fan of his anymore. She did speak out against him, but she did help him get asylum in America. She also invited me to New York to go see this Richard Dawkins show with her, and I kind of blew her off because I didn't want to go. But that's neither here nor there. She's become even more right-wing now. She's like I said, a big right-wing chud-ass influencer now. She's a disgrace, in my opinion. Cannot fucking stand her. But anyway, apparently he was walking into court, and somebody walked up and slapped him in the fucking face, and there's video of it. Let's have a look. Let's pause it and make it all big and shit so we can see Amos Yee get slapped in the fucking face. Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell you this part. He got convicted of interacting with underage kids online and trying to lure them into sex and having child pornography on his computer. Oh, yeah. I forgot that. That's an important part. Yeah. He's a pedo. Shocker. Anyway, here's what happened to him. Oh, damn. What did the five fingers say to the face? Slap. Yeah. Dude. Yeah, you got the piss slapped out of you, didn't you? Yeah, there's some bad light decisions right there, dude. Yeah. Pedo says what? Yeah, I'm dodging bullets left and right like fucking Neo in the Matrix with this shit. I have a good sense who to stay away from usually. Usually I stay away from fucking everybody. I just do my own thing, which is why I'm so disliked amongst content creators. Like the Surfs, which I like Lance. The Surfs messaged me like 2 weeks ago and was like, hey, Dusty, I've been meaning to ask you to come on my show because you had me on your show and I want to return the favor because you helped out my channel. And I was like, immediately responded, sure, I would love to do it anytime. I'm available anytime, except for Mondays and Fridays. Let's do it. And then crickets. I haven't heard anything back from him. So let's do it, Lance. I'll go in any of you guys' show. Like, I'm not avoiding your shows. I don't know. I mean, I do know I'm a social pariah with other left-wing content creators, but I don't have to be. I don't have to be. You guys could have me on if you want to. I've had you guys on. I had Vosh on when Vosh was getting started. I helped Vosh blow up his channel. I had the Surfs on. I've had a lot of people on, I don't know. Anyway, next up on Trash World. What's next? Oh, God. Apparently, this is fucking real. This is real, folks. AlphaCon 2022. Be great or be nothing. Don't you guys want to go to this convention and pay to have these dudes tell you how to be alpha like they are? Like the bull here? Don't all of us want to be like the bull? Look at him. He got his arms crossed. He got a chain on his neck. He got the cool facial hair. Amazing. Super. Right, look at this alpha. Keith Yackey. Don't you want to be alpha like Keith Yackey? Look at this dude. Looking sideways with the sunglasses and his V-neck. How can you be more alpha than these motherfuckers? Take my money. Good Lord, y'all. And all right, that is my Trash World. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, Lance is cool. We'll see what happens. Looks more like mass shooters. I know, right? Sounds about white. AlphaCon. That's right. C-O-N. Pretty funny. All right, let's check the super chat. Super chats. Hit the like button, fuckos. Do it. Do it. Do it. Jenny Rude became a Dustman again. What up, Jenny Rude? Good to see you tonight. Hope you're feeling all right. Dusty is our NFT. Hell yeah. I'm your DTF. Down to fuck. Much love, Dusty. Much love to you, Joseph M. Buckenhammer. The Pub Night. I know it's been said before, but didn't Prager use Lord Jesus speak against wanting money for riches? Shh. Jesus was a commie. Don't fucking listen to him. What did he know? Beast Nation, Matt doing commercials for white supremacy. That's where much of that untracked crypto money is going. Folks are blind, but I see right through it. Matt Damon. Disappointed. I watched that new Matt Damon movie, the one with Ben Affleck about his wife getting raped in the medieval times. It was dull. NFT, multi-level marketing on steroids. It's a scam, folks. I know it. The Pub Night. Dusty, check out Tara Mooney's celebrity nepotism video. She goes in how every celebrity got handouts due to nepotism. Yep, it's usually not what you know, it's who you know. Unfortunately, in our society, Jose Colin, we live in a world where all of 10% of the United States population owns 89% of all U.S. held stocks. Why are you surprised? I am not surprised. But I do have to report on it. That is my job. E! What's up, E? E is back and you're gonna be in trouble. Hey nah, E is back. Go got the same picture minus the digital footprint showing it's the original. It has its flaws, but the original are blockchain line but coins. Yes, it's basically a receipt on the blockchain saying you own it. If anybody ever wants to go check, which no one's ever going to do, so nothing basically. Night Reaper $2. Thank you, Night Reaper. Pretend it's all going to be okay. Shh. It's all going to be okay. I love my cat friends. We should get people fixed. Spay and neuter humans. That's right. Spay and neuter humans. I agree. E, $100. What? What? Super generous. Just got here. Damn it. Greatest show ever. E, always a true teller. Greatest human on the history of mankind. E, love you, dude. Keep Dusty poor. All right, I read that. All right, anything else pop up? Dusty, them alpha men going their own way. Metaphysics channel were recently exposed for wanting the Sharia law in America. Of course they do. Like conservative Christianity is not a very far stone's throw from Sharia law. That's why the Muslims love Jordan Peterson so much. Currently stuck on the side of the road with a blown tire, but in good spirits. Please send good vibes. Good vibes to you, Parker Aguirre. Good to see you tonight. Merry Christmas. In honor of Betty White, fuck yeah! Almost made it to 100. I hope I live to 100 and have a good life like Betty White does. What an inspiration to all of us. Rest in peace, Betty. You was amazing. And all right, cool. Let's continue on with the show. Got 3 more sections to do. Gonna do my run, then Beyond Parody, then finish with Awesome Karens. Cause my Corona. And first off, tonight's My Corona. God damn it, the world is so fucking backwards. This is the Surgeon General of Florida, folks, talking about how they're going to stop testing because spreading corona during a pandemic is not really the problem. The actual problem is testing for it. Hey, if you don't test, it doesn't exist. We are all doomed.
We're going to
make it big.
We're going to be working to unwind the sort of testing psychology that our federal leadership has managed to, unfortunately, get most of the country in over the last 2 years. We need to unwind this testing sort of planning and living one's life around testing. Without it, we're going to be sort of stuck in the same cycle. So, it's really time for people to be living, to make the decisions they want regarding vaccination, to enjoy the fact that many people have natural immunity. We're going to be working to...
Yes, everybody who has ever died from coronavirus had natural immunity. Good God, we are so fucking doomed. The fucking Surgeon General of Florida. That's Trumpian logic. Hey, if you don't test, it doesn't exist. Super depressing. And you guys remember this douchebag? Kirk Cousins? Is that his name? Kirk Cousins. I don't watch the football because it is boring as fuck. But you guys remember he wasn't going to get vaccinated, but he going to do everything he can to make sure he keeps his teammates safe. Maybe he'll just surround himself in a bubble like Bubble Boy.
So I'm going to be vigilant about avoiding a close contact. I've even thought about, should I just set up literally plexiglass around where I sit so that this could never happen again? I've thought about it because I'm going to do whatever it takes.
He's going to do whatever it takes, folks, whatever it takes, except for get vaccinated. Except for the one easy and free thing he can do that will keep his teammates safe. So, yeah, he got corona and he missed the last game and they lost miserably because he is such a sack of shit, such a poor teammate. He cares so little about his team that he won't even get vaccinated to make sure he is able to play and help his team out. Now, I know that it didn't really matter if they lost. Apparently, I read that. Like I said, I don't follow sports because it's boring. But apparently, it didn't really matter that they lost. They weren't probably going to go to the playoffs anyway. But still, he missed the game, and they got blown the fuck out because he don't give a shit about the fans or about his teammates. That's how selfish these plague rats are. And speaking of plague rats, BJ Penn, who I used to like me some BJ Penn, was a good fighter back in the day. What is it about being a fighter that makes you so fucking stupid? Is it getting punched in the head over and over again? Well, apparently he got the Rona again, folks. Again. But don't worry, folks. He handled it cool. He taken oregano oil. Sure. Why not?
What's up, everybody? It's BJ. I just had coronavirus for the second time. I'm
Shocker.
unvaxxed.
Unvaxxed.
Both times. The first time I had it was 2 years ago, right at the beginning of the whole thing. And then I just got it again.
Didn't learn your lesson?
I had symptoms for almost 48 hours, maybe.
Had symptoms?
Yeah, and everything's good now, so I'm feeling good.
Good. You have lots of money, huh?
Yeah, I think we should treat the coronavirus people, send nurses to the houses with successful medicines and IVs. I don't think there's no need to be filling up the hospital rooms.
I agree. I agree with BJ Penn here. Don't go to the hospital if you get coronavirus. Stay your plague rat ass at home.
Hospitals are the only places we can have surgery, and coronavirus is something we should take care of right at home.
Agreed.
I've had coronavirus twice now. I know I'm not a doctor. I know I'm not a scientist.
You're not. You're an idiot.
I took oregano oil.
Oregano oil,
I breathe oregano oil. There's a lot of people with a lot of different ways to do it. My friend did something like Joe Rogan.
Oh, cool.
But, I always choose oregano oil. I love that stuff.
He loves it,
anyway,
folks.
That's it, man. That's all I got to say.
That's it, folks. But, hey, don't go to the hospital. Stay your ass at home. Die at home, plague rats. Listen to BJ Penn. Just sniff oregano oil. It worked for BJ Penn. I'm sure that's good enough for all of us, isn't it? Whew. And next up, oh my corona. So apparently a bunch of anti-vaxxers had another rally, and this is one of them, folks. Apparently got coronavirus out there spreading it around maskless with all the other plague rats. No problem whatsoever. Cool. God damn it.
Danny's in the hospital with COVID. Oh, really? Yeah, I have it too. Hospital? Why is he in the hospital? Because he didn't go to the doctor and just get it taken care of.
Yeah, Danny's in the hospital, COVID. I got it too. Yeah. Well, you're exactly where you should be. With all the other plague rats, hang around them. I wonder how you guys are getting it so easy all the goddamn time. It's a mystery. We're doomed. And Joe Rogan, folks, wants you to know. Remember, back in the old days where everybody hated the pharmaceutical industry, and now you're not allowed to question it all. All bullshit. I'll play the clip and then I'll dissect it. Of course, all the chuds put this out there like he is some kind of savant. He is a soothsayer, a truth teller to the people. Joe Rogan slams home the bottom line. Utterly brilliant. Utterly fucking stupid.
Rogan activated.
One time ever in our lives where we're supposed to trust the pharmaceutical companies. All of our lives. It's like the pharmaceutical companies are a bunch of money-hungry monsters who don't give a fuck about you, and they're just concerned about making profits.
It's still the same way. We still hold the same opinion. We want medical care to be free for everybody, like in every other first world countries. Yes, the profit motive of the pharmaceutical industry is still something we continuously question. However, none of us doubt the fact that modern drugs have been incredibly effective for our health. We have doubled the life expectancy of our fellow humans in the last 200 years. When you guys get sick, you immediately go to the hospital and take whatever the fuck you can to make you better. We don't trust them because they're profit motives, but we do read the science and we understand how the vaccines work and why they're effective. We have looked at the number of people that have taken the vaccine and how the vast majority of people dying and having severe effects from COVID are people who are unvaccinated. No one is saying don't question the profit motives. To the contrary, we continuously rail about medical care being for profit and how evil that is. But at the same time, when it's obvious that taking the vaccine is the best thing you can do to protect you and your fellow man from the pandemic during a pandemic, yes, those of you who, under the guise of just asking questions, who are transparently only attempting to cause vaccine hesitancy during a time of pandemic, yeah, that will speak out against. That you are enemy of because of. But you're not some fucking hero speaking out against the profit motives of the pharmaceutical industry. That's not what you're doing at all, Joe. That's what we're doing.
Now
it's a fact.
That was
and they've been in
then.
trouble with the law for decades.
That was then.
That
was not during the pandemic.
Now we're supposed to not.
No one says that you're not supposed to attack the profit motives of the pharmaceutical industry during a pandemic. This is a straw man you've invented using a stupid ass voice. You fucking thumbhead.
Not ask any questions and be involved with it.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to promote healthy lifestyles as an alternative.
Yeah, no, you're not supposed to promote healthy lifestyles as an alternative. Just like you're not supposed to tell people to get airbags as an alternative to seatbelts. You're supposed to use them in conjunction together. You know who touted healthy lifestyles? Michelle Obama. Remember that when she was trying to make school lunches for kids more healthy? You remember what Chuds, like the same people you platform continuously did? You remember how they pilloried her and crucified her? Called her a communist for trying to make children more healthy? It's completely acceptable and okay to try to encourage people to live healthy lifestyles. To point out that the more obese you are, the more likely you are to have very severe side effects from COVID. No one is saying you can't do that. But to claim that one is better than the other when both of them together have the greatest prophylactic effect is transparent, Joe Rogan. You're producing a straw man in order to beat up, and we're not falling for it. We see right through it. You rich fuck.
To this. And you're not even supposed to consider the fact that for most people that are fat and unhealthy.
Who says?
Listen, man,
Who says you're not supposed to consider it? We talk about it all the time. Literally something I bring up continuously. That if you are overweight and unhealthy, you absolutely should be vaccinated. At least do one thing that can help you. Talked about continuously, you lying fuck.
You are fucked no matter what. You're fucked no matter what. Because even if you don't get COVID, you're going to have a heart attack. Okay? Yeah. You're not going to make it anyway. Like, I don't know what you're saying about, you know, like we're in danger and you're not. Like, bitch, please. Yeah. Bitch, please. You can't, like, exonerate yourself from decades of being a slob and being a person who has no consideration about their health and about their obesity and about the kind of food they put in their body and their lack of vitamins and exercise. And all of a sudden, you're health righteous? Fuck you.
I mean, if somebody's doing that, if somebody's saying, hey, I'm completely overweight, but I took the vaccine and so I'm completely bulletproof now, I've never heard them do that. But if they're doing that straw man that Joe Rogan seems to be making up, I would agree with him here. It just seems like a bullshit narrative he is creating in order to cause people to be vaccine hesitant.
Fuck you. That's been my whole life. That's my whole life is about being healthy. I've been healthy forever. I haven't been sick in 11 fucking years. I got sick one time and it was with COVID. And it was only for a couple of days.
Yeah, because you have $100 million to get the best healthcare money can fucking buy. And yeah, you are in shape and healthy, which is a very good thing to do in combination of being vaccinated, Joe Rogan.
And you're telling me that you're the one who's doing the right thing and the smart thing?
Yes. If they got vaccinated, that is the smart thing to do. Being healthy and exercising is also the smart thing to do. These two things don't cancel each other out.
And you're the one who's healthy? Get the fuck out of here. That's straight nonsense. And you got to confront those people on it. Yeah. Because they run around all self-righteous. Like, I got the shot. Yeah. You're going to be in trouble if you get the COVID. Like, bitch, you're going to get COVID even after you get the shot.
And they are.
They're getting it like crazy. Funny, like my friend who got boosted. Fucking boosted. double vaccinated, boosted 2 months ago, COVID.
And crazy sick from COVID. Not only
Not
got it, but
good.
like crazy sick.
Yeah, not good. Feels like shit.
You're much, much, much less likely to get COVID. And if you get it, you're much, much, much less likely to have adverse side effects. And you're much, 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 much less likely to die. But why would Joe Rogan tell you any of that? He wouldn't. That's why it's so transparent. This whole just asking question things is not about just asking questions. It's about causing vaccine hesitancy and discouraging people from getting vaccinated during a pandemic, which is why it's so dangerous. And that's why you speak out against it, Joe Rogan. And you guys remember Jim Brewer? We made fun of his little bit over and over again where he pretended to be a parrot or parakeet or whatever it was. Right, Dr. Fauci. Listen to the science. Remember that? Remember how embarrassing that was and how cringy? How unfunny it was? Well, you know who loved it? Joe Rogan. Seems to be taking cues. Sorry. Cues from Jim Brewer and his little anti-Semitism there, little Freudian anti-Semitism. Cues from Jim Brewer and stealing his comedy bits. So here's a Joe Rogan telling us what a hero he is. He's going out there and he's a scouting ahead and finding out all the facts and just warning people about how horrible the vaccines are. And telling his Jim Brewer, watch this shit.
I'm like a scout, right? Like if you sent me down the trail, you go, hey, I want you to go down the trail and gather up like a couple 100 million downloads a month and tell us what's up.
Yeah, thanks for what you're doing for all of us.
Tell us what
seriously.
Tell us what's happening.
You're a hell of a scout.
This is what it's like, and I'm like, hey. There's a cliff. We're running towards a cliff. Stop, everybody stop. We gotta hit the fucking brakes. And they're like, you're an anti-vaxxer. And they just fucking keep going. You don't believe in science. Hashtag fuck Joe Rogan. And I'm like, guys, I want us to make it. There's a cliff. There's a cliff.
Oh my God.
Everybody's gotta slow the fuck down.
Yeah, super true teller Joe Rogan, the only person on earth who clearly thinks Jim Brewer is funny. God damn it, if you read Joe Rogan's Reddit page, they're like all turning on him. This sub is homeless as fuck now, I know. It's almost entirely just chuds and right-wing channels in love with Joe Rogan now. I told you guys this years ago that Joe Rogan was chuddy. I've been fucking calling him out for fucking years, taking mad shit for it. For years, Dusty, Joe Rogan's a lefty. I can't believe you trying to call him a right-wing douchebag. He's clearly on the left. Nope. Dusty right again. Fuck all y'all. The proof's in the pudding. Want another example for it? Yeah, here's Joe. Joining the MAGA right-wing social network created by Trump's right-hand man, Jason Miller. Join me on Getter. Yeah. Shocker. Who's surprised? Raise your hand to see Joe Rogan join the right-wing clone of Twitter. As I told you guys before, Getter is actually more censorious than Twitter is. Getter has banned the words groiper. You can even say that on Twitter right now. Type it. They won't stop you, but you can't say it on Getter. But who cares, right? Who cares? He's a lefty, y'all. Don't believe your own eyes. Believe whatever your biases are. And, Rob Schneider, super genius, comedic savant, Rob Schneider. That's a huge bitch, man, Rob Schneider. Well, anyway, it's exactly the type of people you would expect nowadays sucking Joe Rogan's dick, going to bat for Joe Rogan. He trying hard to get on the Joe Rogan program. Rob Schneider says, it is telling of the capture of mainstream media and monopolistic, I can say it, tech companies that the only real journalist of note in America at the end of 2021 is comedian Joe Rogan. Yep, totally. Isn't Joe Rogan the greatest journalist of 2021? Sure he is. Sure he is. Rob Schneider. Whew. Sigh. And lastly, oh my Corona. You guys know who the Bogdanov twins are? Ever heard of these guys? So apparently there are two eccentric French TV twins who I guess back in the 80s used to do some kind of a science show. So folks, before I show you these guys' pictures, I read about these guys, and apparently these guys claim they have never had plastic surgery ever. Never done it. Here are the Bogdanov twins. Yeah, here they are. Yeah. Uh-huh. Zero plastic surgery. Totally. I believe it. Definitely doesn't look like they're wearing purge mask. Isn't this a character that was on that show Atlanta? Remember that? Holy shit. What the fuck? I am scared, y'all. I am scared to the core of my being. What even is this? But no plastic surgery, folks. 0% plastic surgery. And here's what they used to look like. They used to look like this, folks. They used to be like heartthrobs back in the day. But, yikes. Yikes. And anyway, yeah, they both died from coronavirus. They both died from coronavirus. Unvaxxed, eccentric TV host die within a week of each other at 72 from coronavirus. So, yeah. Used to be good-looking young dudes, and then they turned into something. Apparently, they wrote this scientific paper a while back, and it was just gobbledygook, word salad, and it got published. And then it was incredibly debunked and had to be withdrawn and shit, because people were like, what the fuck is this shit? This is obviously just nothingness. A bunch of random words put together. So that was one of the things they're famous for. But anyway, the Bogdanov twins, deleted, belly up. And that's my Corona for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. All right. Ooh, about to run in some overtime. I strung this fucking show out. JoJo characters, hell yeah. Kiddies, making noise. Bing bong. A UTI is funnier than Rogan. I know, right? They live with a filter. I know. Scary as shit. Look at those handsome men. I know. Want to jump all over that shit. Dusty is always right. I'm not always right. Just mostly. I have a pretty good track record of being right, but I don't want to toot my own horn. Toot, toot. All right, let's check the super chat real good. Maybe hospitals should require consent to vaccination prior to admission. Unlikely that plague rats could be easily convinced that is true. I mean, if they already have coronavirus, they can't be vaccinated then. They have to wait a while till coronavirus is over if they don't die to get vaccinated. Beast Nation, what about being a fighter makes you stupid, getting punched in the head continuously? Kind of like a football, I guess. One of us, gobble gobble, fuck yeah. Jenny Rude. For the Furbies, thank you, Selena. Good to see you. And Automatic White. I think I read that already. All right, cool. More super chats, please. If you want to, if you're able, hit the like button, everybody. Do it. And now, gonna do a little section I like to call Beyond's Parody. And first off, on Beyond Parody, Jimmy Doorknob. Oh my God. There's got to be some Jimmy Doorknob fans still in there, still in my audience at this point, but I can't fathom why. I don't understand. So, guys, remember that Sean put out a video where he debunked Jimmy Dore and showed that Jimmy Dore was deceptively editing the stories that he was broadcasting in order to make the stories say something that they didn't say? He was basically putting out false information to spread vaccine hesitancy and destroyed Jimmy Dore. Put out multiple examples of exactly why and how Jimmy Dore was lying in order to grift his audience. Well, folks, now Jimmy Dore going publicly saying that he thinks Sean's video was created by the CIA and was algorithmically boosted. How can anybody take this shit seriously anymore? Let me play the clip and then we'll break it down.
And then you have Sean, who made a video about you, attacking you, who I actually didn't know he was affiliated with Bread2, but he's considered part of their constellation. And the video attacking you, which relies heavily on official sources, The FDA says that. The World Health Organization says that.
Yes, evil official sources like the FDA. Oh, yeah. Horrible. What is Sean thinking? He must be CIA for listening to experts and scientists.
It looks a lot like this countering pseudoscience material, and it was very strategically placed. It was algorithmically boosted on YouTube.
Oh, it was definitely algorithmically boosted on YouTube.
Definitely.
No fucking doubt about
No
that.
doubt.
That they was given the favored treatment on YouTube, the CIA.
The CIA.
And the intelligence, beholden that Google and YouTube, they're in bed with the fucking intelligence community. Of course they are.
It's a fact.
Alphabet. It's
the
biggest,
establishment.
fucking largest, most profitable communications company in the history of the fucking world. Any company, of course they are. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupt you, but yes, that was what. As soon as I read the story, I'm like, oh, that's they funded this shit, that hit job on me, because it was super professionally done. It looked like it had to have some resources behind it.
If you guys have ever watched the Sean videos, it's basically like very simple PowerPoint presentations. Mostly it's a blank white sheet of paper with a little picture of a skull that he's talking over. That's what he's talking about, the CIA funding, folks. Oh my God. I hope he never finds Vadim's videos. Vadim's videos where he has a million different transitions per second. He's going to think Vadim's videos were created by space aliens or something. If he thinks Sean's videos were professionally created by the CIA. Just beyond parody, folks.
But go ahead.
Yeah, no, feel free to interrupt. We know how intelligence in the UK and US operates.
You don't know anything about intelligence, either one of you.
Since the end of the Cold War. They operate through cutouts and assets. They don't want to take credit directly.
They're doing the same thing now with COVID. So anybody who has a counter narrative to COVID, they get money from these people to do a hit job, which is exactly what they did on me. So funny. The whole thing is that Jimmy Dore is a grifter. That's the whole thing. He doesn't really believe what he's saying.
Don't believe
he's
what you
just
say.
saying this for
There is
clicks.
a 0% chance that Jimmy Dore believes that Sean's videos were created by the CIA. A 0% chance. And I'm just going to tell you, people that are still following and like Jimmy Dore, he doesn't believe that. You know for a fact that Sean's videos are not sponsored and created by the CIA. So if you're still a fan of Jimmy Dore, then you have to admit, you simply do not care that he spreads lies and misinformation that he knows aren't true. You simply don't have the moral fortitude to give a shit. Which makes me question your moral character. If you're still defending him, following him, and liking him, when you know for a fact he doesn't believe this in any fucking way. That says a lot about fucking you.
And it's like, why would I do this? There's a lot easier ways to fucking make money than trying to get your channel taken down, have the CIA fucking...
Yeah, there's a lot easier ways to make millions of dollars, buy millions of dollar houses than sitting on my ass making YouTube videos. How? That's exactly what I do for a living, and dude, it's pretty fucking easy. I can't even imagine an easier way to make money than sitting in my bed and talking about what I find interesting for a living. That's literally why I do it. Fucking doorknob. God damn. You people are fucking shameless and embarrassing. And you should feel bad about it, but I know you don't. And speaking of people that are shameless and embarrassing and should feel bad about it, but don't, Jim Cramer, right-wing shithead. Guy who shills stocks all day, Jim Cramer. Gonna make it seem like, oh my God, look what the Biden administration has done. The shelves are empty, suboptimal, which I'm pretty sure he stole from me. Fuck you for stealing my lines there, even though I don't say that very often anymore. Jim Cramer and, what's this? It turns out they're empty because they're changing it. Yeah, the economy is shit. Tim Pool retweeting. Look how bad the economy is. They're literally just swapping out the shelves for Valentine's Day. I was going to see if they had a close-up of it, but you can see the stickers. They're literally just clearing the shelf in the holiday aisles, about to put the Valentine's Day shit in there. You lying fucking sacks of shit. This is right-wing propaganda. This is what they do. They boost up each other. They spread this bullshit. They don't care that they're lying because they know the people that follow them, the people that retweet them, the people that like their shit also don't care. They like being lied to. They like having their preconceived notions fed back to them. And they get it in spades. And speaking of beyond parody, folks, the Detroit Urban Survival Center I think it's they teach Detroit urban survival tactics. They call themselves Dust. They are literally teaching people how to get killed. I've talked about this over and over, folks. If somebody pulls a gun on you, do not try to disarm the person with the fucking gun. Never, never. I've seen videos, folks, where there have been 4 dudes surrounded with one guy with a gun. They tried to. They were in a small, closed-in area, not even a big, wide open space. The 4 dudes tried to disarm the one guy with the gun. All 4 dudes were murdered by the guy. Trying to disarm a guy with a gun is suicide. The only response when somebody pulls a gun on you is, yes, sir, what can I do for you? You're the captain now. That's it. That's the only logical, sensible response. But this McDojo, Bullshito, trying to teach people how to get killed by trying to teach them how to disarm people with guns. And so some guy came in there just to prove that they're full of shit. And show, if you try to disarm somebody, they will just shoot you. And they embarrass this guy, and this video goes viral after they released a video of them embarrassing one of the instructors at Dust. And here's the video. Let me show you. So this guy comes in and films it, and films how silly their instructions are. Yep, boom, boom. Yep, you're dead now. You're dead. Yeah. Oh, I was going slow. Yeah. Yeah, now you're dead again. It's like, you died. You died multiple times because you're stupid and you're going to get people killed with your bad advice. So this guy was all butthurt that he got exposed on the internet. So he put out a video exposing the exposers, whining about how he was set up. These guys knew what they were doing, and it was all bullshit, as he's playing the video of him getting owned over and over again in the background. Look at this fucking loser cry about getting exposed for teaching dangerous bullshit that's going to get people killed.
Urban survival training. Right now, we want to address a recently released viral video. And this video is so silly. This individual came to our school separately with another person. They're both jiu-jitsu students. One was honest and said he was, and the other one acted like he wasn't, said he was an engineer, and he was very timid and has never studied martial arts before.
And he kills you multiple
times. I have
times.
no idea why he does that, because 9 out of 10 people that come to our facility are either an instructor from another martial art, or a competitor, or have taken martial arts. They love our training. So anyway, the other individual was honest. He did resist some, and he found out that that does not work out well without getting hurt. But this individual tried to resist right before this gun disarm, and his whimpering and holding his wrist showed me that, you know, he's susceptible to pain and a high degree of discomfort from a very simple technique. It was a Z-lock. I'm not trying to hurt him. I was trying to simply train him, and he tried to resist. So the technique only hurt because he resisted when there's no need to resist. You can just feel the discomfort and go with it. So he, you know, took it personal apparently, and got up and was complaining about this pain in his wrist. And he's, you know, hurt and everything. And I thought, well, you know, let me just take it easy. So let's switch to gun disarms, back to gun disarms. We'd already been doing gun disarms. So he already knows what we're going to do, but he's already been watching the videos before he came here anyway. And what's interesting is, instead of focusing on shooting as a violent criminal would do, he focuses on limp wristing and running away as I go to disarm the weapon. And when I came to disarm the weapon, because we have a room full of students in the background, which includes children, we did not want to rush forward because, number one, we could actually hit people in the room, but also this individual was just complaining about being hurt. So I was trying to be nice to him. So I was going to show just the gun disarm, not what we would do in real life in a situation, which is to go forward always. We always attack our attacker. And so in this case, I stayed still, which you can see in the video, did not move forward. And when I reached up, he took advantage of the fact that I didn't go forward and snatched it back. And then he started shooting. He was off to the side as well. First round.
He shot you right in the chest.
But the most important thing is this, to remember that it doesn't matter if you do get shot.
It does matter if you get shot. What the fuck are you talking about? That's all that matters. You don't want to get fucking shot. What are you talking about, dude? Oh my God, it's beyond fucking parody.
That you drive on, that you fight to survive, that you stay in the fight. You cannot just give up your life just because someone shot you.
No, that's a way to give up your life by trying to disarm somebody. Usually they're not going to kill you. Now, if you're 100% sure they're going to shoot you, like they just murder your best friend in front of you or something, then yeah, okay. Sure, try to fight. But ultimately, yeah, don't do that. Embarrassing. And of course, I just found out there's this whole Reddit sub that makes fun of these people and how stupid their training is. And I saw this video. I thought I'd show you guys. It's pretty funny. This is exactly what would happen if you try to disarm somebody with a knife or a gun. Somebody pulls a knife on you, run. They pull a gun on you, yes sir, no sir. That's it. But pretty funny. Here we go. All right, let me start over. Yep. 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 Yep, that's what would happen to you folks. So, don't listen to these shitheads. It's all bullshit. It's all a scam. They're going to teach you how to get killed. Don't listen. And last up, on Beyond Parody, Dark Matter. Badass Dark Matter. Gonna show you the hypocrisy of these motherfuckers. So someone responds to him, "You're a sick fuck." That almost sounds like you're calling him a name, doesn't it? "Anything for attention, even though you are promoting this work more than Z ever did." To which Dark Matter says, "I'm not promoting it, I'm criticizing it, pointing out why it's dumb. Zuby promoted it. Before you get on your moral high horse, make sure you stop defending stochastic terrorism first." To which the guy who just insulted him by calling him a sick fuck says, "And there it is, the name calling, to try and make your crazy argument, yeah. How dare you call names to try to make a crazy argument, you sick fuck." They just never see it, folks. They never goddamn see it. It's always different with them, folks. Always a double standard. And all right, cool. That's my Beyond Parody. And we're into overtime. Last chance to get in your super chat. If you love overtime, and you know you do, reward me with a super chat. And gotta finish it up with a little Karen. We got 4 to show you tonight. You know why? 'Cause bitch, you're caring too much. And first off, on the Karen Cavalcade, you guys remember this douchebag? I've shown him on many videos before. He likes to go into businesses and harass anybody that wants him to wear a mask. And his favorite thing is to harass cancer patients. And he's going to explain to you why. This is the kind of people that these right-wing trolls continuously reward and praise on sites like 4chan. Because the cruelty is the point.
Favorite pastime is her friendly reminder. My favorite pastime is harassing cancer patients and people that wear masks. I love to just harass people, just put the camera in their face, just harass them and yell at them and just follow them around. And even when they tell me to leave, I just don't leave and just press them and press them and press them and press them. That's my favorite thing to do, is just harass people. I just love harassing people, especially cancer patients, because they're weak and vulnerable, you know, weak and vulnerable and easy targets. I love harassing cancer patients.
Yep. This guy's a hero to the anti-vax movement, anti-mask movement. This is who they support, because toxic troll culture is all about upsetting people. Whoever upsets people the most, to them, is the hero. The cruelty is the fucking point with these people. They're so miserable, they're such shitbags, that upsetting folks is how they get their jollies. And they revel in it. And they're rewarded for it. Because it's a fucking disgusting goddamn world we live in. And here's an entitled Karen. It's a long video. I'm not going to show you the whole goddamn thing. But gets arrested. Because she won't put her mask up. She got it hanging around her ear. She's so close. I'm starting to think she might be a little bit drunk. Let's see if you can spot the privilege in this video. So here the cops go to get on the plane. It's a long video, so we're going to buzz around in it.
right now I'm gonna need
And that's fine, and I will respect that.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to grab your bag and just
And I
step
did
off
not
the
do
aircraft.
anything, actually. Disrespect.
We'll talk about it outside.
Disruptive, besides speak my mind.
Okay.
And you know what? I live in America, and that's what fucking America's
All right,
about.
calm down.
No, you know
Listen
that.
to me. Grab
no,
your bag.
You know that. You know that.
Give me another unit on the plane, please.
If you are ever going to put your hands on
Grab
me.
your bag.
No, I will grab my bag. But you know I'm going to sit here and say what I'm saying.
Listen, no one's going to put their hands on you unless
all
you
right,
have to.
you
Grab
won't.
your bag and just step off
you
the
won't.
Okay, but I need you to get up.
No.
Okay?
You need me to get up? You may need me to get up, but you know what I feel my need to do as a person? Just like Jesus motherfucking Christ.
You need to calm down.
No, I'm gonna do what I need to do. I'm gonna say what I need to do, and if you're gonna do whatever you feel you need to do to me, right?
You ready?
So I'm gonna say what I am meant to say. No, to everybody.
Stand up, man.
Yeah, everybody is
You're
doing
gonna get
this.
arrested if you do not
I'm
stop.
already gonna get arrested.
You're gonna get arrested if you don't stand up and get off the aircraft.
Probably already gonna get.
Do you want to get arrested?
I really
Then stand up and get off the aircraft. That's all you have to do.
It's not about that, man.
Okay.
You can
I'm
do
gonna ask
your
you one more
activity.
time, and then I'm gonna have to put my hands on you. Okay?
For what reason?
Because
though?
you're not
No, let me
listening.
ask you that. You're gonna put no. And that's fine. That's fine. Why do you have a right to put your hands on me though?
Okay, let's go.
Let's skip ahead. So yeah, they get her off on it.
Can I trust you to not? I feel like you're still
So yeah, she got her.
gonna abuse that.
Hello.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Hey. This is an
Interference with flight operations.
Seriously, please just can somebody
Her name is
listen to you. What's your name?
Gabrielle.
I don't want to tell you anything to you, so I want to say that I am being arrested for things that are unjust. I was on an airplane. I was doing nothing. I was speaking my mind. I should not be arrested right now,
Okay,
man.
but right now, we have to follow procedures, and we'll get to the bottom of what's happening.
You're not following my right? These are my constitutional procedures, okay? But I need to follow your procedures,
Step out.
right?
Step out. Take your leg out.
Can I have your name, please, first? Can we just adopt something that
Okay.
makes me want to be safe? Why can I not be safe?
Hey, this
Why
Good
is this
Lord.
This is
Don't
not
drink and
like
fly,
you.
people.
Stop. I would relax if you would let me. You're not.
Is she good?
Oh my God, see?
So yeah, now you're gonna be on the no-fly list and get arrested because you just wouldn't put your fucking mask up. What did we learn, Karen? Probably nothing. They never fucking learn. And apparently this guy, this Muslim extremist, attacked a disabled grandpa in the park somewhere in the UK, Hyde Park in London. And so this other guy who I'm in love with, let me show you. This black gentleman over here, who's a fucking king in every way, steps up to confront him.
Stop punching people.
This guy.
Stop punching your Muslim brothers.
Especially disabled ones.
Are you going to apologize for your behavior earlier? It was disgusting.
Who are you?
It was disgusting.
Terrible. What
You're
about
violent.
your
You're
behavior?
violent.
There is no one discussing.
You're violent.
You are smelling alcohol.
You're violent.
You are smelling drugs. Yeah.
Violent.
You have no life.
But no violence. I have no life.
No
violence. You punched a disabled man
Am
today.
I violent now?
You
Am I
punched a
violent?
disabled man today.
Disabled man.
Yes.
You can report it. This is a terrorist. This is a terrorist.
Stop moving your
You are
hands.
saying
Mind your hands.
Muslims
Keep your
are
hands
not
down.
speaking against
Keep your
terrorists.
hands
You are
down.
scared they're coward. I'm not going to attack you. Don't worry.
No.
So,
Listen,
if we don't
your
speak
violence
against
is
terrorists-
not acceptable.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
violence in Speaker's Corner is not acceptable.
Have I been violent on you?
Not me. But you could never be violent.
you're
You know
scared,
I'd
yeah.
crush you. You
You're
know
scared,
that.
yeah.
Come on, man. You know I'd
See,
crush
so
you.
who is violent
But what I'm
now?
saying, you was violent on a disabled
Who is
man.
violent now? We can see who is
You
violent.
punched a
He's
disabled
saying, "I'll
Muslim
crush
man.
you." He's saying,
A
"I'll crush
disabled
you,"
Muslim
and
man.
he's
He
saying,
punched today.
"Oh, you're violent,
And he was
I'll
talking about
crush
being
you."
peaceful.
So what is violence?
So let me stop it here and narrate a little bit. So the funny part of this video, this guy is about to call him Alopecia Ahmed, which is basically a way of calling him a bald bitch, which sets him off. So he punches this guy, randomly punches this guy because this guy insults him. Pretty hilarious. Let's watch.
It's disgusting.
Oh, your behavior.
Hold on, 1 second. What is violence?
Yeah, your
Violence
behavior.
Violence is when you punch a disabled Muslim brother.
Yeah, I don't know.
You did that. You did that today. You're on camera doing that.
Yeah, he deserved it.
He deserved it. He deserved the violence. You decide who deserves violence. in Speaker's Corner?
Yes.
So why are you speaking to me then?
You're coming speaking
Why are you speaking to me?
You idiot, I was speaking with
Are you
I
allowed?
didn't invite you to speak to me.
You did. You said come over
You
here.
came
You said come over
and
here.
you stood
That's what you
like a
said.
bitch speaking behind the camera. And I told you come and speak here. And I'm not afraid from you.
Unfortunately,
Yeah? When you are man enough, come back.
unfortunately,
What can I do? I
Ahmed Ali Pisha.
Somebody said he looks Jewish. Maybe he's Jewish. I don't know. He said you're punching your Muslim brother. I assume he was Muslim, but maybe he's Jewish. I don't know. But anyway, he's gonna call him Ahmed Alopecia, which is pretty funny.
Ahmed Ali Pisha. Ahmed Ali Pisha. The only bitch is your mom.
Yeah.
The only bitch.
Punch that guy. Why are you punching that guy? Is that the big guy? What the fuck? Super brave! Sucker punched the wrong guy! Hilarious! Here's the attention you ordered, Karen. And alright, one more, folks! Here's one for the no one wants to work anymore files! So apparently this lady got the wrong food or something and decides to respond by throwing sauce onto the employee. And for her troubles, she got a 2-piece. Damn. Damn. She can throw hands, can't she? Mimi, you already got your ass whooped. I don't think you want that woman to come outside. Let's try it one more time. Smacked her, and then, oof. Oof. Throwing hands, man. Cash me outside. Nah, you don't want that girl to cash you outside. She's going to cash you out. And apparently the employee did not get fired. So that's good. That's good for a change. Like to see that. But you want to know why no one wants to work anymore? Because they don't want to work for slave wages to put up with your stupid bullshit. And who can blame them? Fuck off, Karen. And all right, folks. That's my content. Please hit the like button before you go. I love you. And I think drunk Karen had a government issue access card. So she's super screwed. Yep. Gonna definitely regret those fucking decisions. I think we can watch people wax on, wax off, and take the karate champion. It's that easy. Yep, I've been watching the new Cobra Kai. Spoiler alert! There's karate in it. What's up, Mark Womack of Consumption Junction? Never heard of him, but cool. Rip. Dusty, love your show, goddammit. I love your great taste. Happy New Year, Dusty. Hey, thanks, Rohit. Appreciate it. So glad I caught this, even during overtime. But of course, it's during Doorknob and his CIA. But that's a great time to catch, because that dude's hilarious for the wrong reasons. Dude, BJ Penn hasn't found a way to win a fight in 10 years. I know, he was good back in the day, though. Back in the day. Maybe Hospital should regard it. All right, cool. Awesome. All right, folks. I don't have my shit to do the kitty party. I don't know where the fuck it is. We're not doing the kitty party tonight. But next time, I've already done plenty of overtime. We're already 20 minutes in. So we're going to end the show here. Folks, I will be back on Friday. Eventually, I'm going to do a Wednesday show, but it ain't going to be this Wednesday. I'm going to build up to it. Please consider supporting me on Patreon. Like I said, we lost 12 patrons and $100. If you like my show, and you oughta, I work hard on it. Please consider supporting me. It doesn't cost a lot. $1 or $2, whatever you can afford. Please chip in. It helps out, and we do a lot of good work here at my animal sanctuary. Love the fuck out of you guys. I will be back Friday. We do the show every Monday and Friday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern. Watching live is half the fun for you guys who are watching the rerun. Some of you can't catch it live, I understand. But like chatting with the crew here, we have the best audience on YouTube. They're very funny. Everybody's cracking jokes. You can come in and crack jokes with them. I go back and watch the show after it's over, and I read all the things you guys say, so I hear everything you say. And you guys always entertain me. You entertain me as much as I entertain you, and I love you for it. Please hit the like button before you go. Thank you tonight for everybody who supported the show. Very generous tonight. Happy 2022. Gonna be a great fucking year. We're just getting started. Gonna blow this shit up in 2022. People often tell me they can't believe the show's not more popular. And hey, you know, it's probably on me. I take full responsibility for it, and I'm gonna work harder in the new year to make this thing take off even more. And I appreciate all you guys' support, and I love the shit out of you. And I'll see you guys Friday. Have a good week out there. Have a good new year, and gonna play us out with a little song I like to call Gon' Find Out, an original tune by Dusty Smith. Available on my SoundCloud for free download. Good night, everybody! Happy New Year, German! Her name is Silktronic. She got the 3-piece on a biscuit. Hell yeah, she got it. Supersized. Thank you, Mortis558 for $20. I just saw it. Love you.